We're live. Holy
Well,
shit.
welcome back to the fucking
Yeah,
podcast,
we're
eh?
back, boys.
Episode 2. How are you?
I'm fucking good, dude. Good skate,
Yeah, just got done hockey practice, with the old with the old wife,
With the wife
with the
and
sister, 3 skaters and a tendy. But
it's a good time.
got
We make it
good old
worth it.
Smirnoff
Yeah.
Smash here. Screwdriver, of course.
Couple bushes going,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
All
a
right.
good pod, and it's fucking what?
It's hockey.
It's almost midnight.
It's over midnight.
Yeah, it's past midnight.
But
We're gonna dig in.
what better time than record a pod?
Yeah, so I'll drink to that,
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. So I got a question for you right off the hop, and we're just gonna get right into it because this is one of the most controversial topics that there is.
All right, what is it?
You can pick one of 2 options. The most under or overrated player in the NHL. Doesn't matter position, doesn't matter team. Like if you think one of the Leafs, I'm a Leafs fan, you're an Avs fan. If you think one of them is like you think Mitch Meyer sucks, like let's hear it and let's hear your fucking argument here.
I feel like if you put Moritz Seider on the right team, he'd be nuts. I feel like
You think he's underrated just after 2 years, though?
I think he's really good, dude. Dude, do you remember? Did you watch that draft night when he got picked? Do you see the reaction from everyone?
Yeah.
It was like it
Even
wasn't
he
like
was shocked.
it wasn't like a celebration. It was like a ooh reaction to it. Like
Even he was shocked. But
yeah,
it's a
and
good.
he went 6, dude. Look at him now. He won the Calder. I mean, but he's on Detroit, and that could be good in the future, but for right
They're
now,
not getting the
it's they're
attention right
Detroit.
now.
Yeah, for right now, it's. But I think, like, dude, have you seen a lot of his highlights? Like, he's a physical player, dude. He's not afraid to fuck with people, and he's a kid, dude. He's younger than us. And he's not afraid to fuck with anyone.
Yeah, but you think that he is there?
I'm not saying he's like the most underrated player, but that was like the first player that came to mind, I guess.
Okay. What do you think is the most? Because he's actually, this is his last year as an RFA, making $863K.
So he's due for his
6'3",
first
208.
contract, basically.
And he did technically better in his first season,
50
points wise. Well, this is a D-man.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty fucking good.
But is he
On
playing
a Winston that hasn't been that good.
What minutes did he play, though? Did he play first line minutes? I mean, he's 18, 19, 20 playing first line minutes in NHL, and he's putting up that. I'm okay with that.
He's playing first line, at least last year. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, so I mean, if you let's say he played top 4 his first year as a rookie, won the Calder, plays first line minutes next year, slightly worse than his first year.
He did win the Calder, didn't he?
He did, yeah. So I mean,
remember that. I remember watching him walk up in the fucking awards show.
So I mean, like everyone was like, "Ooh," when he won, or like when he got drafted, and then he wins the Calder, and now like say he got bumped up to top 2, and now he's putting up those numbers. Like, yeah, you can take that many. You can take a little bit 8 points less a season, that season at least for.
But it can't trend in that way.
No, it can't trend in that way. But like to get 8 points less seasons, or sorry, I fucked that up. To get 8 points less in a season and get bumped up from top 4 minutes to top 2 minutes on Detroit at that time, that's not bad.
Yeah, so
like you put him. I mean, dude, like look at Cale Makar. Like you said, I'm an Avs fan. So you look at Cale Makar, dude. If he's not on the Avs, he doesn't have a cup. He doesn't have a Norris. He doesn't have the Conn Smythe. Like he doesn't have half the trophies he has because it's the people that surround you that make you the better player. You know what I mean?
I do. And that's my argument because look at the penalty minutes, which is in this
Who's this now?
Jacob Slavin.
Okay.
And he shuts everyone down.
What is that?
And like last year throughout 76 games, he took 4 minor penalties.
That's big though.
As a D-man.
That's big.
But
yeah.
I changed my mind when we were talking right there. I have the most. This is like a Barkov reach.
What are you thinking, dude? Is it that young kid?
Oh, Mero fucking Heiskanen. Making 8.4 for another 5 years. Well, I guess 6 years, including this year. But, like, look at the points he puts up. And did you see what he said? Like, he
The
was
Stars are good, dude. They have a good core. They have good young kids, dude. Like they're gonna be good for a while. Even if the like say like Ben, Sagan, and Pavelski are gone, dude, they still have if they draft good, they're good to go.
What did you see what they did you see what Merrill said though? Merrill Heiskanen?
I did, but I
He
don't
said that
remember what he said. But I
he
did see
wants to
something on
win the
Instagram.
Norris. He wants to be the best defenseman in the NHL.
Well, he was third
And this is
overall in the McCarr draft. Was it 2017 that you graduated?
drafted, graduated, yeah.
No, we graduated the year he
Oh,
got
we
drafted. We graduated, yeah.
yeah, that's the year Merrill High School graduated
Yeah.
from
Well,
Merrill High
yeah.
School.
Where did we go in the draft?
We did have a couple Finns back in the day.
Yeah.
But dude, that's their team. Like they are gross. Like look at that third line: Marchment, Duchesne, Sagan.
Well, they have that young kid too. What's his name?
Wyatt
Wyatt.
Johnson.
Yeah,
I
he's
used him in
good,
putt. Me and James talked
dude. And
about
they got
that,
Matt
and it's
Duchene
like,
for
fuck.
3 mil. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so not last season, but the year before, dude. The Predators had a good season, and
Well,
Matt Duchene and I think Johansson both put up nasty
That's the
numbers
best part
for
about this
them.
site is I can go really
Yeah.
quick.
So I mean,
And
you
he
look at Duchene
put
for
up
3 mil
86 points
2 years ago,
78
right?
games.
Yeah,
Not this last year, but the year
yeah,
before.
exactly. So I mean, dude, for 3 mil, if he can be half that, that is worth $3 million. And for the Avs, Johansson missing Landeskog, that's a huge plus if he can be 3/4 of the player he was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which, like, when you're surrounded by the players the Avs have, I feel like it's not hard to be successful. Like Makar, for example.
But
you know what I mean?
see, my biggest thing with this team is like
The Stars are
two
good,
questions.
and dude, Ottinger's different in the playoffs
I'm
too.
big on the Stars. I actually am, and I hate to say it because I don't like the Stars. But like
I do.
my two questions that I
like the
have
Stars.
is not their D is not in net. Can their forwards like Joe Pavelski and Jamie Benn look? He put up 78 points last year. Can they do that again? Like Jamie Benn scored more than Joe, and you didn't say Jamie Benn. You
Joe
said
was hurt
you
few
said
times, though. I
he
said Sagan.
played
Right?
82 games.
I probably said Sagan.
Either way, though. But it's like, can the old guys or older, quote unquote,
You guys going out on their way out.
Can they replicate that? And then
How old are they?
Rope Hints.
How old are
Right
the
here.
older core?
Right here.
Like Pavelski's old.
It's in this. It's in this. Pavelski's 39, Ben's 34, and Sagan's only 31. But it's like,
yeah, they can
that's
duplicate it.
question number one. And two, can Robertson and Hintz and Johnson, can they do what they just did and or improve?
Well, I think the Stars got
Because
better.
if they can, they're gonna do. Yeah,
They didn't get worse. They got better. And dude, Wedgwood's
like this team
a solid
scares
bet.
me. If I see the Leafs,
Dude, they're
in the finals
solid.
against
They
the
are a
Stars,
solid team to bet on for the West Conference. Like I wouldn't say like you bet a lot on them, but it's hard to bet against them because they're solid. Dude, they're solid. Pick a weakness on their team. I mean, it's hard. I mean, if they're healthy, they're going to be a hard team to beat.
What would you pick? If you had to pick forwards, D, or goalie, like what would you pick as like their weakest part?
Yeah, dude, you can't.
I,
You can't.
Well,
dude.
I'm saying,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you have
dude,
to pick one, I think I have my guess.
last year they were
but it's
calling.
still gross. I think I have to pick D, and they're still gross at
Dude,
D.
Ryan Suter, dude, I mean, he's old, but he's kind of a legend.
And
I
he
mean,
plays
he's not,
with
but
Miro.
he is. He hasn't
No,
won nothing, but he's
I
a
think
solid.
he's the best thing that can happen to Miro because
He's a leader and he's a good role
he
model.
can stay at home and let Miro fucking go off.
Dude, Miro's solid. Dude,
Just
Miro does some. He went third overall for a reason. He's good.
Yeah.
And I think the reason the Stars picked him that year was maybe because he was NHL ready today, where Makar played Massachusetts for a year and then came in, where maybe that's.
Well, they drafted him from the AJ though. They drafted him before he went to the Mass.
Well, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I remember when
he
they drafted Makar. I remember that they said that he was predicted to be the biggest game changer in the draft, and you can't argue that.
Yeah.
But but I mean, you don't if you drafted Heiskanen like the Stars did, you didn't lose. You won. You still win. I mean, he's
like
if the Avs
you gotta hit. You gotta hit.
I mean, I can't tell you the Avs would have not won the cup in a year or two ago if they had Heiskanen versus Makar. I mean, he'd probably be just as fucking good if he was surrounded by the players. Makar is.
McKinnon and fucking
Rantanen and Landeskog that
Landeskog when
year.
he was actually playing.
Nichushkin when he fucking yeah, dude, and oh my god,
But you're probably wondering the reason I pulled up this fucking team.
dude, the Stars are
Oh my
gross, dude.
god, get off the screen, bro. But
The Stars are nasty, dude.
I'm saying
I wouldn't fuck with the
Miro
Stars.
Heiskanen. Okay, if you want to say he's Eric Carlson, which some will take as a cold take and some will take as a hot take, because it's like he just put up 101 points. I
Yeah,
think Heiskanen is better. But like Ryan Suter to Ryan Graves, you got a
dude,
defensive
Ryan.
defenseman
He played on the
on.
Avs, so I know him decent. Because
Yeah,
the
so
Avs got him on waivers,
you
I
got a
think, back in the day, and they built him
uh-huh,
up, and now
uh-huh.
he's getting paid good.
You got a big defensive D man playing with a guy that likes to fucking skate up the ice and make the fucking pass and get points. And I think Eric Carlson, remember when he went to the Sharks and he didn't have the best of years because one, who he's playing with, and two, they had another guy. Everyone's worried about that with Crystal Tang, like, oh, he's not the guy anymore. But there can be two
I'm wondering
guys,
what they're
but
gonna
now
do.
he's playing with a defensive D man again.
Well, that
And
releases
he
him.
can
He
fucking
can, yeah.
exactly. And
I,
so
I think it,
one's out with Riley Smith, Crosby, and Rust. Say that's Carlson, and then the Tang can still be out with Nieto, Malkin, and Raquel. Like that's two offense. Like fuck you. I don't care if we're on
yeah,
the
but
road and you're
Nieto's.
line matching. Like fuck you.
I don't know Noel S. Whatever the fuck his last name is.
Chari.
Yeah, Chari.
He played for
He played for the Leafs, so I know the whole thing with what's the
O'Reilly.
fuck? No, what the fuck is the GM's name? Kyle Dubas.
Yeah,
Um,
and now
so
he's back with
so
this in Pittsburgh.
right, so like I read a lot of comments and shit on stuff, and everyone in Toronto seemed to be really upset that Akari or whatever his name is didn't resign. People seem to really like him, and I don't know him. I know that Dubas brought him over to Toronto, but I don't know much about him, but people
You,
seem to really like him. And everything
you
about
see
Justin
where he's
Hall is
penciled
all
in?
you can't count him as a subtraction. He's good that he's gone.
Yeah.
People hate him.
You,
Everyone hates fucking him. And
you
it's,
see
it's
where
so funny, dude. The comments are great about him. It's so funny. Like, how can you count him as an addition to your team?
you see where Chari's like penciled in though on the third line. I think he's just the perfect fourth line, like 23 points in 77 games. He's not a scorer. He's not even a third
But he
line
comes through
scorer.
every once
He's
in a
the
while.
guy. He is your classic fucking what's Joey Malliett's uncle's. Noah Chari would be his favorite fucking player.
Yeah,
Get
it's
pucks in deep,
pucks deep,
fucking
pucks
hit him.
on that. Yeah,
Like he would fucking shots, boys.
yeah.
And that's
Just
all
give
he
her.
did. I'm gonna dump it in on net, spray the tendy. If you want to cover my face, he's not scared of it.
Yeah.
That's actually Noah
I'm
Chari.
just here to fucking piss everyone off and see what happens.
When I seen that trade, I was like, fuck yeah, Leafs got Ryan O'Reilly. Like we're talking Matthews, Tavares, Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Where it was almost like
That was the Leafs probably
well,
best chance.
they had that in Kadri back in the day instead of O'Reilly. But
I'd have-
Kadri
I-
got suspended. But I'm saying
Yeah,
like
Kadri was not a friendly Leaf.
yeah,
He got
he
suspended.
was different after he left, finally. But they seen the potential. That's why they kept him for 3 suspensions.
Dude, he was cheap too for Tyson Barrie. The way that trade worked out with the way the drafts and everything worked out, dude, the Avs came out perfect with that. You got Kadri, he played a way bigger role than Tyson Barrie would have.
And we got Kerfoot though. However, you want to know something?
How many cups did you guys win? I'm sorry.
You want to know something though? I was actually happy about that trade at the
Really?
time. At the time,
I was too.
I was ecstatic.
I was too.
You were happy about losing, dude.
Barry was like an Avs legend at the time. Like he's
what
not.
team is he even on right now? I actually can't even remember.
Predators.
Oh
the
yeah,
Oilers. Yeah, the Ekholm trade.
Dude. Let's just look at Barry's stats.
He's good if he has people to move the puck to. Like McDavid made him look good. The Avs made him look good. But really, I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, but dude, like, so his last season in Colorado, he had 59 points. He had Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, and he only got 39.
Yeah, but guess what? Morgan Riley is getting the minutes that Barry was getting in Colorado. Power play.
Yeah, so what do you think about him?
He's the main guy.
What do you
Morgan
think about
Riley's the
him
main guy.
holding on in fucking Nashville when they got Roman fucking
I
Yossi?
think Barry Trotz is flipping that team. I mean,
You
he
think
cut
that
the contracts, he moved people. He's doing something like I think I thought a lot of the moves he did was silly, but I think Barry Trotz is too smart where it's gonna make sense in the end.
I
You know what I
I
mean? Like I know, like dude, every team he coaches, like he coached the Islanders and he made them a good competitive team every year, and they
yeah.
were not that team to be where they were, but every year they were that team because of him, and like he won the cup with the Caps. Like he's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing, and I don't know what his plan is yet, or what the fuck he's doing, but he's doing something. It's gonna make sense. It has
It
to.
will.
It has to because it doesn't now.
Not necessarily.
No,
And,
but
and
I mean, he
it
sold
might
his
not to
team for
anyone.
nothing, dude. He
Yeah.
sold his team for nothing, and like, I mean, yeah, Roman Yoshi's still there. They still have a decent goalie, but he's short as fuck, dude. He's the shortest
But
goalie in the NHL.
yeah, but dude, okay, like
Soros, he's the shortest goalie in the
while
NHL.
you're talking about, and then
I'm
I'll
pretty
go into
sure
what I wanted to say. Like, I can't look up the shortest right now, but yeah, he's 5'11".
he's like five. Yeah, dude, he's short. He's like 5'11".
He's
Yeah,
5'11", 180. But so something I wanted to ask you. That's what I'm saying. When we get into it, I'll just come up with more shit. I want to know what your opinion is on this team, and you have no idea who the fuck I'm gonna click on because it's these guys right fucking here.
they got better. They got better.
Yeah, but what do you like? There's the roster. Like this is their depth chart. That's what their projected lineup is. Like,
Looking at that lineup,
so this
you
guy,
don't win a game, but you're
Gunther,
gonna. You're gonna.
they're
I'm
dude.
sorry, I looked at three
They're.
lines,
Are
but
you kidding? That's
their
what you
first,
think?
dude.
They're
Look at
not
their
gonna win a
lineup.
game?
No, like that's what you think when you look at that. I
I
mean,
think
look
they're
at
close to
okay,
500.
who is the only first line player on that team? Clayton Keller. Clayton Keller is the only first line forward on that
Nick
roster.
Schmaltz on a ish team, but yeah, Clayton Keller is the only
Okay,
bona fide.
who's
But I'm saying they have like 6 second liners.
who is? I don't know that much about Barrett Hayton, but I know who he is, and I know he's
Well,
okay.
dude,
Nick Schmaltz, I don't know a whole lot
first of all,
about.
he's 23,
Yeah, I know
and he
he's
was
young.
drafted
He's a
50.
prospect.
He was drafted 5th overall.
I know he's got a
Okay?
future, but like today,
Logan
he's not
Cooley,
worth much.
Logan Cooley is gross. Drafted 2022 third
Yep,
overall.
I know he's a yep,
Okay,
yep.
Nick Schmaltz put up 58 in 63 games last year. Kerfoot
68 and 63 games.
58 and 63.
Oh, okay.
Kerfoot, he's just, you know, I mean, give him. He was a third liner in the Leafs. Give him a second
Kerfoot.
line minutes. He could score
Yep,
more.
I
Jason
like
Zucker,
Kerfoot. I know him. Yep, Zucker's not
he
bad.
could do something.
That's
Matthias
a potential lineup.
Michelli scored 49 and 64. That's a .77. And then this guy, Dylan Gunther, he only got 15 and 33, but he was drafted 9th overall the year before fucking
Cooley,
yeah. Like I'm big on Gunther. I am big on Gunther. I have no
really?
idea why. I've
Yeah,
always liked Matt Dumba if you ever watch his
it's been a
youth
while.
shit.
Yeah.
And then like Sean Dursey, he can't skate backwards for shit. But either way, their defense improved. And Velmelka, if you
Dude,
can
he's
go
good
18 and 24 with
on the
almost a
fucking.
.9 on the Yotes of last year,
Yeah, you're solid.
you're
Dude.
okay.
You're good.
Like get you some better D,
He's
which
a
they
fantasy goalie just because he's gonna get you fucking saved. You're
they
gonna see
but they
points.
brought in Dumba, they brought in Dursey, they brought in
And
Stetcher, they
the
brought in
Zucker.
like
They
and
got Logan Cooley
I
playing
feel like
this
someone
year.
else is here. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Shea Weber.
Yeah, Jacob
On
Voracek.
their IR.
Yeah.
Jacob Voracek and Shea Weber, once they're back, dude, this is a Stanley Cup
Yeah.
contender.
Yeah. Yeah, they're winning the West. No. All right, I gotta take a piss real quick.
But I don't think it's that bad of a team, though, dude. I don't know.
It is. I. You bang your wife quick or what?
I said that way. Right? She's like, come in here quick. No, just want to quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like that.
I know it's still recording, but I'll edit this shit out. That's the
Right,
right.
right. Sorry. I'm kidding, kid. Sorry.
Oh, that is actually a good pop up. I don't know when I edit it up.
Right. All right. So.
All right, so welcome back.
Yeah. We're talking about the fucking Arizona Coyotes right now,
Well,
and I think they suck. Bergie thinks
the
they're all right.
the last pod was sponsored by Labatt's. This is sponsored by
Yeah.
Busch Light
I'm not gonna support that. Sorry.
and Hauser. Let's talk about Trump.
All right. So the Arizona Coyotes. No.
Yeah, we won't get into that, eh?
No, not tonight.
So
this morning.
Do you think that there's give up a percentage chance that the Coyotes make the playoffs?
0.
You think it's 0?
Yeah.
You'd bet 100 to 1 odds on that.
Dude, my best bet is like
you'd bet $100 to win.
Second to miss playoffs is like their best odds.
See, I think that they're like.
How do you think they're that good, dude?
I think that they're like the Senators of last year.
Who are they gonna fucking beat in the West? Okay, so let's start naming West teams. Look at the West from last year. Who the fuck are they gonna win to beat the playoffs?
See. Let's look this up because this is what
because you're gonna realize it's not gonna fucking happen, or maybe I'll realize it might fucking happen.
This is my argument. So according to our shit last year, so Colorado, Dallas, Mini to me and the James in episode 1 are the top 3. Okay, so that
you think that stays the same? Who's gonna beat them? Who's gonna change it? No one.
No one.
Yeah.
I think those are 1 through 3. We did pick Dallas at 1 and Colorado at 2, but does it really matter? They're gonna fucking
play top 3. You
like,
know you're 3. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Winnipeg, Nashville, St. Louis, Arizona, Chicago all have their questions, or you know they're gonna suck. One of the two. So you go down here.
Yeah.
And you know probably these 3 are probably gonna make the playoffs as well.
4.
So that leads
4.
You think Seattle's definitely in?
What did they do this offseason? Did they do much?
No. I mean, we can go back and look at them quick, but I don't want to get off this topic real quick.
I don't either, but like I want to know their team before I say they're going to make it again. You know what I mean?
This is their team.
McCann.
They have Shane Wright playing. They got Brian Dumoulin.
Eberle, Burakovsky, Wenberg, Schwartz. Yeah, I think
they're essentially
Who are their attendees this year? Who are their attendees this year?
They got rid of Martin Jones, and they're running with DeCord and Grubauer now.
Yeah, okay.
And Martin Jones did way better than Grubauer.
Yeah, I don't think Grubauer's the guy. I'm glad the Avs didn't sign him big.
If I was a fan of them, I'd agree too. But so this is my argument.
I think those
other 3.
Well, I shouldn't say. Okay, those top.
And now these 3.
Yep,
right?
they're in.
Yep. Okay.
So that's a lot.
So I don't think Seattle's a lock. I don't think Calgary's a lock. I don't think Vancouver's a lock. These 2 are definitely not making it.
Right.
So let's go back up. I don't think Chicago's making it, obviously. St. Louis is not a lock. Nashville, in my opinion, is not making it. Winnipeg, that's not a lock. I'd put Arizona in the not a lock category rather than they're not making it.
Dude, I don't.
Can you agree with that?
I don't see them Arizona moving maybe 1 spot in the division.
Dude, you would put them in the one of 2 spots.
Dude, I don't see them doing better than the Blues or the Preds or the Jets this year. Maybe
you don't think that they can do better than the Preds?
Maybe the Preds.
Okay. You don't think that they can do better than the Jets though? Look at this. I think this might shock you.
It might, dude, because the Jets have kind of fallen off.
Yeah, they lost guys, dude.
Their
first line
Connor,
is good.
Scheifele,
Their first line is gross. But
I have follow. Oh, because of the Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
Yeah, the guy that scored 36 points last year. I follow.
Yeah, what was the guy they traded for? It was Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Well, no, they got rid of him.
And they got Velarde. Right.
Velarde and IFL they got.
Right. Yeah, dude. I think the Jets are to the third line. Lowry,
Dude, it's like
defense. Dude, Morrissey had a hell of a year. Dylan DeMello, what the fuck? How is he top two?
they have
Dude, who
Morrissey.
the fuck is their defense besides Morrissey, dude?
Do you
I
see
mean,
what
I
I'm
know who
saying?
Nealon
If
Pionk is, but
if
like,
if
I know that name, but who the fuck is he?
if they didn't have Connor Hellebuck,
Hellebuck, dude, doesn't
like
he want to
like
get away though?
ex- that's what my point was in the pot. I'm like, it's his last year.
So
Are they
he's
going to
trade
trade him
bait.
at the
He's trade
deadline, or are
bait.
they going to trade him before the deadline?
You
You're not
trade
going to
him
lose
before
Connor
because he's
fucking
worth
Hellebuck.
something.
You're not going to lose Connor
He's
Hellebuck for
worth
nothing.
right. You can't
You
unless
can't.
you're retarded, dude.
So
Unless
when
no
do they
one will
trade him?
take him, dude.
So they could trade him next week. Is my point. And then what is
You
this
could trade him
roster?
this morning.
What is Laurent Brossoit as their starter?
Dude, goalie step up. Look at Jordan Bennington. Look at the Vegas Knights
Dude,
this year, dude.
don't
Goalie
tell me that
step
they can
up.
beat Hellebuck.
I'm not saying they're gonna beat Hellebuck, but
The
they'll
only
find a
reason that
goalie
you're
that
thinking this team's
will.
decent is because Hellebuck is
What was his
one of
stats?
the
What was
best.
his save percentage last year?
Which one? Hellebuck?
Hellebuck, yeah.
920.
Okay,
And he went 37 and 25 in 64 games. That's a lot of workload.
so say they get 10 more losses per year, and they make it. What's their record?
They didn't even make it last year.
But probably still better than the O's.
If they got 10 more losses last year,
So what is that? Is that 20 less points? Fuck. Yeah, it is.
they only had 7 less losses. Losses, not points,
maybe
because they had
10's
less.
a lot though.
Oh,
10's
yeah.
a lot though. And that's too.
Yeah, but dude, how many games is
The
Connor
Hellebuck is
Hellebuck?
good, dude.
Like we can also go like this, and we can go
Yeah, but they
stats.
have him for over half the season. That's a big deal too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
That's
is he gonna be there? Dude, I don't even have to sort by like games played. Like he's 5th, and not even by games played. Like that's something special. Like he is a
He's a
top
battler,
5.
dude. He's good.
Yeah. Like, and he knows his contract year is this year, so which is arguing against my point, but I'm just trying to be honest. Like he's gonna battle even harder, to be honest.
Because he wants to get paid.
Yeah.
Go back to the West again.
My point is
So we know
My
the
point
top
is that
three
you're
locked.
trying to say that Arizona is automatically out 0% chance,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to say that there's like a 5%
Other teams
chance.
that don't have a chance.
There's a 5% chance. I don't like. I'm not picking them.
I don't think they're making the playoffs, dude.
Apparently, I can't load this. Like, oh, there we go. So there's this division. I honestly call me crazy, but like, do you think Arizona is better than this fucking team right here? Especially in terms of forwards.
Like Forsberg around.
I honestly, it's kind of comical because Arizona's been bad our entire life, but I think Arizona's better up front. And I think it's honestly, aside from Yossi, even on D.
It's not much different.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Like
They got a little bit more, but the guys that are a little bit more get hurt.
So look at the age of this team.
Yeah.
They have no vets aside from
That's what makes me
Chris.
think, what the fuck is Barry Trotz thinking? You know what I mean? Look at this team, dude.
Philip Forsberg is their 3rd oldest forward, and he's 29.
Oh.
Like that's fucked up. That is well, I guess tied for 3rd oldest with Colton Sissons, but like their D's good, you know? But like
the goalie's good.
Like I'm taking Arizona's forwards. Honestly, for the first time I think I can ever say this my entire life over another team's, and it's
But they're still not making the playoffs, so it might be okay.
These 3 teams are locked.
So go back.
And these 3 teams are locked.
Yeah, so I think it's between Seattle, Calgary, and Vancouver.
You think all 3 of these teams are going to take up all 3?
I think it's probably going to be the Kraken and the Flames.
I think the
I think the
Kraken
Flames
there.
are going to be different this year because they're going to have a new coach and a new locker room morale, and they're going to be a different team this year. I think they're going to be the team you thought they were going to be last year, or I thought they were going to be last year.
All right, so
I
we're
mean,
gonna.
literally last year, dude, people thought the Flames were going to be fucking sick. They thought they got better, and they battled Calgary in the quarterfinals. And now, yeah, last year people forgot about them, but dude, they're not a bad fucking team.
We're gonna do this
Split them up.
side by fucking side.
You know, dude, did you
And
see the thing I sent you about
You think
Kuzmenko? How
Calgary's
he's like, I
that
had
much
a
better?
bad year.
Yeah, you think
Yeah,
Calgary's this much better than fucking Vancouver? Like fucking
like
huge.
that much or this much? No.
You think that they're that much better though? I don't see it.
Huberdeau's better than Kuzmenko. If Lindholm is first line center, he's definitely
He's not Pedersen.
yeah. Pedersen's better. Besser is like seems like he's kind of
He's better than
inconsistent.
Sharon Govich.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still taking Van's second line.
Majipani versus Blivier, whatever. Backman. Where the fuck is Kadri? Kadri's third line center. Where did they
That's
get that from?
that's well, that's what I have to work. That's what he
But
was
dude,
last
JT
year.
Miller is a solid player.
Yeah,
He did really good for Kate
I'm
last
giving
year in
Van
fantasy.
first and second line. Why the fuck does this keep popping up? I'm giving
Yeah,
Van the first and second line, and I'll give Calgary the third line and third or fourth line. I'm giving the Van. Like that's 3 out of 4 for me.
it's crazy. Like,
Tell me you even know
look
two
at,
of those fucking Calgary fourth liners.
I don't know any of them.
Exactly. And I bet you know who, well, maybe not.
I know Teddy
Podkolzin is,
Kluger. I know that name,
and Bluger's like just
but that's it.
your fourth liner. Podkolzin's a fucking young prospect. And then, okay, so first line D, Hronik and Hughes or Hannafin and Anderson?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to Vancouver.
yeah. Okay, Tanev and Uyghur might have Myers and Susie. I'll give them that. Fourth line or third line D is, I'd say almost a wash. And then Demko and Markstrom. Okay, who's actually, they're both hot or they're both not. So
On
like,
paper, dude, Vancouver looks better. I'll tell you that.
yeah. And you told me I was fucking crazy before.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But on paper, they look better. But I don't. What was their stats last year? Look that up.
Who, Van?
Uh, yeah, between Vancouver and Calgary.
Well, here's Van. Right there.
No, like points. How close were they in points?
Oh,
In
I see what
standings.
you're saying. Vancouver, 10 points less.
Poof.
But what were they when they got Tocchet and fired Boudreaux?
Much better.
And who are they starting with? Tocchet.
Right.
But also Calgary fired Suter, so that like
Like
Huberdeau
it's
could
hard to
finally turn
say,
it around.
dude. It's hard to say.
I'm
But you
saying
know,
I'm saying it's not a wash.
I'd say if you take those four teams on the top, and it's between Calgary and Vancouver,
Who gets in the wild card in the West?
probably because
Because
who,
Seattle's
who
gonna
else
make
is
it.
gonna? Dude, Seattle's got depth. They proved that last
You
year.
want to hear a hot take? And
What's
I'll
that?
double down on it in episode 2.
Yeah, what's that?
Arizona.
No, dude, fuck off with Arizona, dude.
Dude,
Not happening. They're not making the playoffs, dude.
I'm hopping back to them though. After looking at those two teams, I just want you to see it again. It's the last time I'll bring it up this entire pod. But like, tell me why. Like, just tell me why. Like, what makes them that much worse than Vancouver and Calgary? Like, that much worse. Because we agree they're above Nashville and that shit. But like,
I feel like
I would not bet on it. I want to make that clear. But like, I'm saying
I just
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna be
Arizona
shocked.
never has a good year. Like, it's never been good.
Yeah, but dude, I'm saying like,
And obviously, there's going to be a year where they're going to be all right. They're going to make the turnaround, and people are going to be like, "Holy shit, Arizona's playing hockey this year," and I mean, their whole roster is pretty much Canada and Finland. So I mean,
Well,
but besides that, I mean, I just, I mean, yeah, you're right. The roster doesn't look that much worse than those other two teams, but
well, you know how excited everyone is for Matthew Nyes with Toronto,
no,
just because you hear
no, I
about more of
really
them.
don't. But I know that he is a good forward. I remember last playoffs they talked about him a lot.
Okay, Logan Cooley, way
He,
better though. Like, like saying that as at least
it's
Logan
so hard to
Cooley,
say too because like
I'd
last year
take
you look
Cooley.
at like what you'd think of what happened last season and then what really happened is so like different than what you'd expect. But I don't see Arizona getting to the playoffs this year. I do
I
not see it.
I can see Phil
I can see them
with an
battling.
actual somewhat decent deep core because he had the worst decor in
I mean,
history.
they didn't get that much better though. I don't think didn't get that much better than last
Did
year. I mean, go to the stats again from last year. Do
did
you
they
think they got like 20 points better this year compared to any other team? I mean, where are they in the? Okay, so they got 70 points to get into the playoffs. They need another 25 points. You think they're 25 points better this year? No, not a chance.
but I think they're right. Like I said, I'm not betting on them to make the play. I'm saying I
They're
would
just
not be
not.
surprised if they did. I can see them right where Nashville is.
But that's not a play. Well, that's close.
I can see him close. I can see him being 10 more wins, which gives him 90 points. On like, and that's only 30. That's still going 38 and
Well, and
like
honestly,
38
like to
wins.
say Logan Cooley's better than Matthew Nyes. Logan Cooley's never played in the NHL. Look at Shane Wright. He was the first
But
overall draft
they
pick, and he
played
got sent down to the OHL. I mean, how good are
Nyes
you
and
then?
Cooley played on the same line at Minnesota, and all the highlights and game clips I've seen of Nyes was with Cooley on the ice at the same time, and Cooley's better. And I actually have seen Cooley play in person with NTDP.
Okay, yeah, because
Like
he's from America. Yeah.
Cooley is gross.
Okay,
Like I
and he's
do
second
promise
line.
that. Well, that's where he's penciled in, but I can see him and Clayton Keller with Nick Schmaltz like real quick with Barrett Hayton or whoever on their power play with who the fuck knows? Like I guess they don't have if they had that number one D man,
Defenseman to get stuff
even like
going.
a Tyson Berry where it's not like wow, like Eric
Right, but just
Carlson, but like
he's a guy that can get shit started.
a power play quarterback.
Right,
Like because right now I gotta say that's
not on the
is that
list.
like is that Dumba?
Yeah, right. That's
Like
the only
I
guy
have
you
that
can think of.
question. Like, is that JJ Moser? Like they're missing that for
They
sure.
don't have. Well, they had
Are they gonna
Turn.
run
That
five
was Turn
forwards?
was their guy, and now he's gone.
Yeah, but dude, that I think that did good for them. I think. Like let's see. Let's take a look. Was that a good or bad move? I love people are making fun of Jake Sanders. He's that $8 million a year is gonna be
Worth it in the end.
like maybe not in a year or two, but it's gonna be something, dude. So you got your trade history. So they got Daniel Butte this year. Oh, so
Okay.
they're not even paid out for another second round and another second round. 2026. Watch that be gross or something. This guy's
Probably.
gross though. He is.
Wait, what was his overall?
What?
Like in the draft, was he like
He's
the third
12th.
pick,
12th.
12? That's not a bad pick, really. I think Ryan was 11th. Look at him.
Yeah. But like dude,
What year was it?
like
Last year?
these yeah, but these stats don't show. As someone that bets on
Last year was a good draft year, though.
Russia, yeah.
I mean, the guy that went
But
fifth would have went first
right
last year. The guy that probably went 10th would have
right
went top five
right
or top
here,
three.
like this line across, You see, 2 points in 15 games on the K. He sucks. No, this is the league that he should be playing in, but Russia's just fucked. And even in
Yeah,
7 playoff games, he got 9 points.
per
Like,
game.
dude, he actually gets like 2, 3 minutes ice time in these games, and it
And he's putting up
like
points.
like fight me about it. They actually
Right.
don't get Russia's fucked. And they don't give their prospects time. It's the same
But
thing
they're
with
playing in an
Michkov
adult
right now.
league, though. I mean, in NHL, you're going to give this
Yeah, and
16,
they can
17 year
send
old
them
kid ice
down,
time.
and they can fucking play and whatever. And he's been over a point per game with his age group. Like he's a
Good
good
player.
player.
Yeah.
And I mean, is there some people that can't transition over to the, like American ice in their game? Sure.
Because that's probably all the big ice in Europe,
Yeah,
like Greenhawk.
it all
Yeah.
is. Yeah, like Green Act, that Olympic sized ice,
Yeah, fucks with you, you
That's
know?
what we've been playing on lately.
Yeah. True, though.
How your beers doing? You done with one
I'm
already?
almost done with one, yeah. I'm almost done with
I
one.
think we're gonna just have one here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't tell you I know who it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be the Coyotes.
But my 98th time asking, do you think that there's no shot?
No,
Or if they make it, are you gonna be like, holy
1%.
fuck,
1%'s the best you're getting.
Bergie was right?
No.
Or are you gonna be like,
If you get it,
well,
I'll be
there's
like,
no
I'll
shot?
tell you you're right if you get it, but you're not gonna get it. It's not gonna
Like
happen.
you'd bet everything that you own on it? Like you're that confident?
Like I'd bet probably like $1,000 on it. Actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't shake on
See, I wouldn't bet $1,000 on him to make it. I'm just saying.
it. Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying, like,
Now we're getting down to earth.
no, I'm
So
saying,
what would you bet on
I
them
just would
to
be.
make it? Because that's how you know how confident you are. Because you keep saying Bryce, what, blah 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 blah, which I totally get it. Because I'll probably say the same thing later, but then it's like, if you're not gonna put your money where your mouth is, and me, I'm the same way. Like $1,000 to say they won't make it, dude.
I'll,
$1,000 to
I'll,
me is a lot of money.
I'll put my money where my mouth is on
You know what I mean, though.
on a lot of other topics.
But
However,
that's not one.
this is one where I'm like, I'm just trying to say, I'm not like beat on it. I'm trying to say
They're gonna do something this year.
they I think, are going to be better than what people think. And I wouldn't be shocked if they did, as much as I think other people would be shocked as if they did.
You know what's
However,
crazy though?
if you want me to say, like, will Toronto win the President's Trophy? I think that they have a real fucking shot at that.
I bet more money on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
know what's crazy though? Okay, so we're talking about the West, okay, and we're trying to figure out who's gonna get in. Later, we're probably gonna get to the Eastern Conference, and we're gonna figure out of these teams who's not gonna get in.
yeah,
There's that many teams. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's crazy.
But like, how do you?
Like the biggest surprises, like in the East, is there's so many playmakers that weren't playmakers. I shouldn't say so many, but like, okay, you already had Ottawa and Buffalo as like, what are they gonna do? What's gonna happen? And they did all right. And now you get Detroit, where it's like, okay, he spent a lot of money in free agency.
Stevie?
Yeah, what's gonna happen with all that? And his trade for DeBrincat, I really like that. What are they a this year playoff team?
You
Are
like
they
that?
I don't remember the exact trade, but I do like, and I don't think he paid a big price for DeBrincat. And if it's draft picks, how do you know you paid what kind of price yet? You know, we should take a little break before we get into the East, huh?
We're not even done with, dude.
A little smoky treat. Or no?
Well, all right. All right. We'll be right back.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So we have no idea where we left off.
I think we ended with the West.
The only thing
I
I
think.
know is that we got a little silly and we got another beer.
Yep. No.
And we're thinking about getting a pizza. So if we have to interrupt again and make another cut, we gotta.
We're getting a pizza.
And
Yeah.
well, we probably got like another 20 minutes to do that. So
I think we should.
I think we should maybe too, but
We can talk for a little bit. So, the East.
where were we? What do you want to talk about? You want to switch over to the East? What about the East? You're the runner here.
Yeah. Well, there are some teams that didn't make it that I think have a good chance again this year. You know, like I think Buffalo has a great chance. I think Ottawa has a great chance, and I also think it's hard to say what Detroit's going to do this year. They're going to be a totally different team. I mean, how many guys did he sign? He spent like 20 plus $1 million on fucking free agents, which is probably not the way to build your team, but who knows? I mean, I'm not going to doubt the guy. But how many different, I mean, what's their depth now?
See,
What guys did they get? 'Cause they weren't the worst team in the world last year.
you're a bad guest to have on here because you didn't hear the predictions. I I think to give you a sneak peek into all you listeners.
So you, yeah.
To give all you guys a sneak peek into episode 1. I think Buffalo and I think Pittsburgh are going to be in. Pittsburgh back in, Buffalo finally get
Over Ottawa,
in.
huh?
You'll have to watch the other podcast to figure
Yeah,
that out.
I haven't watched
But
enough of
I'm
that.
saying like Boston, Tampa, Florida. What I'm saying, Toronto is a lock. I think that goes for anyone. Carolina, New Jersey,
Lock.
kind of a lock. New York Rangers, you can say maybe as a fourth lock, but you'll have to listen to episode 1 again. Last time I'll say
They're
that.
so.
But then after that, you can see 5, 6, and 7 here, all making a push. You can see Florida dropping off. You can see Tampa dropping off. You can see Boston dropping off. How much? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And then, like, down here, like, do the Islanders, do they get better with Bo Horvat for a whole season? Does Washington, because they actually have Backstrom and Kuzi and Wilson for a fucking
healthy.
like healthy, like
Yeah.
like they're the East is a very tough thing. I think that there's only 3 or 4
It
locks.
is, dude. So
Like we don't got to go over
say
things.
locks.
I'm just saying.
Go over locks again. So say
I think the
say
only locks are
Hurricanes,
Carolina.
Devils. That's 2 for sure.
Rangers is iffy, and I think Toronto is kind of.
So it's 3 locks. That's the only guaranteed locks.
I want to say Tampa.
There's like 12
like
teams.
I'd bite my tongue to say Tampa, but like
the magic's gonna run out.
hot take was that Buffalo and Pittsburgh both make it. I think Pittsburgh, Crosby, Malkin. Crosby's only got 1 more year after this year, which he'll probably resign for like fucking 8,700,000. You know, like 8,700K.
Number, yeah.
But and then they might have another chance. But maybe he's won everything. He might just retire. Like
yeah, what does he have much left to prove or do?
Nothing.
Right. So I mean, like
go out as a point per game player. You know.
I mean, obviously Boston's not going to be anything close to what they were this year after team retired. I shouldn't say that, but like Krejci and Bergeron retired. That's a big deal.
And they lost Bertuzzi, and they lost Hall, and they lost Foligno, and they lost fucking.
Yeah, so I guess they did lose half their team. So
dude, they did.
So I
Should
mean,
I show you Boston's team?
They're not going to be the team they were last year.
No,
definitely not.
You guess who their? I would give you $100 right now if you can guess who their first line left winger is. Not even asking for the whole fucking.
It's not Marchand.
Not with.
I'd
have Marchand as their first line, but like okay, so their second line, but they have him listed as first line. No shot in hell you get this without picking up your phone.
Yeah, Boston far right.
He hasn't been there. He's brand new. I'll give you a hint.
Brand new.
Yep.
Draft? Not draft. Trade agency. So, who the fuck did they get in trade agency?
You give up? Can I just
Yeah.
click on it?
Yeah.
Look at
I
their
cannot
first line
do
left
that.
wing. You're gonna be like, what, dude? Because okay. I promise you on my life I looked at this earlier today and James Van Riemsdyk was on their first line left wing. That's why I
You said
swore that
that, yeah.
I swear to God. Maybe it's on
JVR was.
maybe it's on this. I have to like hold on. One of these fucking sites had him. Yep. Okay. Maybe it was this one as their first line.
I was gonna
And
say, what the fuck?
it's like,
Yeah.
dude,
How?
I would give you, but honestly,
Look at their center,
he's better
though.
than Trent Frederick. Yeah,
Look at their
Charlie
center, though.
Coyle, who was their third liner,
Yeah, the top two
and
retired. Isn't
exactly
that crazy, though? Top two retired.
their D is good, and their goalies can they like the
Dude,
fact that
Allmark is
Allmark went
nasty.
40-6 last year,
It's pretty fucking
like that's
insane, dude.
that's
Insane.
fucked up. That's actually extremely fucked up. They had what one James Van okay, he wasn't on the team. Lucic wasn't on the team. Patrick Brown wasn't on the team. Shattenkirk wasn't on the team. Literally every returner went plus minus. Like plus in the plus minus.
I think Boston's a wild card team this year.
Do you think that they're
If they
actually going to
make
get
it,
there though?
if they get there, they are a wild card team.
So you
After last year, you think they're not going to make the playoffs?
do
Well, I mean, that could
okay,
happen.
so
It could,
can
it could
I just
happen.
bring up a West team again?
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
Do you think that this
Arizona? No. Better than Arizona? Sorry.
No, I have nothing to say to that because do you think that this team's that much better in Arizona? I'm actually being serious.
Oh. Well, let me look at it again. Krejci up, Pasternak up.
Where do you see Krejci?
I'm sorry, Marchand, I meant. My bad.
For
Marchand.
spelling, you know.
Yeah, yep. Totally same countries and everything.
That'll be a highlight sent to that.
Yeah.
The Merrill alumni.
Yeah.
Krejci. Oh, I meant Marchand.
Yeah. You know what I meant.
Not the same position.
You know what I meant. Yeah. Marchand. Krejci. Marchand and Pasternak.
Marchand. No, Coyle. Coyle.
I just don't, dude. I just don't get how you think. No, dude. Boston's better than Arizona. Dude.
I mean, I'd bet on it.
I'm not gonna
Do you
tell you
think that
how. You're just gonna have to watch.
Do you
it
think that they're
happen.
within 4 or 5 wins? I think that they're within 4 or 5 wins of each other.
I think they have
East
like
is harder.
between Marchand and between Pasternak. I feel like they have special enough talents where they like Arizona doesn't have that effect. Like they don't have that Pasternak effect. Like they have Clayton Keller, but I feel like Clayton Keller has to be.
Clayton
Yeah,
Keller's
he's
like
gonna
the
do some
Marchand,
shit.
but they don't have a pasta. Like
Right.
they're Brett.
They
I
don't have the
agree. I
1-2
agree with
punch.
that.
Like, and dude, the only thing, like, dude, they used to be the top line in the league basically when they had Bergeron. So you're saying you take that one player away, that's gonna really, I mean, yeah, it's gonna definitely take away from their points, but you think that they're not
Yeah.
like, dude, they're gonna still gonna be gross. They're still gonna do some shit. They're still gonna fuck the league up. They're gonna fuck some people up. They're gonna fuck some defenses up, dude. Marchand's gonna lick some more people, dude. They're gonna get some shit going on, dude. Boston's making the playoffs, dude. No, I don't know, but
You think that they're gonna?
dude, the East
They
is
could.
tough though. Like
They could.
last year, I
The
thought
East is
Buffalo
tough.
was gonna put up a hell of a more fights than they did. I thought Ottawa was gonna
But
put up
dude,
more
they
fights than they
grew.
did, and they didn't.
See Buffalo, the fact that they grew.
What did they do again?
No, they just got older and better and more mature. What did Ottawa do?
They got more than that.
Okay, like
They're
let
gonna have to churn full
let's
year,
actually
a
talk about
better
this for another
goalie,
year.
much better goalie, I
Like,
think.
look at their entire first line was point per game. Their second line is pretty fucking good.
I think
And
Stutzel's kind of underrated.
down here, they have Jack Quinn. He's good. I'm pretty sure he was like
There's
a
so many good
eighth
players
overall.
that have
Yeah,
just been hurt.
eighth overall. Blah
Same
blah
as the
blah.
Sabres, yeah.
But Devin Levi, I love, and they have
Yeah.
Rasmus Dahlin and Owen Power that were second or first overall
Darlene,
picks.
dude.
But this is what I wanted to get to it after a quick jump in that. They did get Tarasenko to replace DeBrincat, and DeBrincat didn't
They
do
didn't
that good.
use DeBrincat like they should have, I
And
think.
they got fucking Josh Norris back. Look at him. He only played 8 games last year,
Second line center.
and like you can say that like, oh, 3 points. Like, he was drafted 19th by who? San Jose. How did he get to Ottawa? He was the main trade for Carlson. When
I know he's good.
when
He was just hurt. I know he's really
like
good. He's just hurt.
he was exactly like
I do know that. I remember you talking about him, and I've heard about him. I've watched some videos on him, and I know he's really good.
I'm a big Josh Norris and a big Stutzel guy, and Brady Tkachuk is just like Matthew. Like, he was over point per game. Get him in the playoffs. That's his type of hockey.
Yeah,
It
that's
like
a
literally
hockey.
from their
Yeah.
dad and his older brother.
Yep,
It's proven,
yep.
and it's just
If they get there, I feel like Ottawa's a team where like you can't
I
count
don't
them
want to
out.
play him.
You
I don't
can't,
want to play
yeah,
him.
you can't count them out. Like no one wanted to play Florida because, dude, Matthew would fuck with anybody, dude.
Well, look at their first line D pair, Shabbat and Chikrin, and then the second line they have a guy that they just signed for 8 mil, like in Sanderson.
And I think Corpusalo's way better than Talbot. I thought Talbot was going to have a great year in Ottawa, and that's why I picked him in fantasy, and he did not. I don't even think he had a .9. I think he was under that.
I think he was too.
And
Do they have scratches?
if they had him better than that, if they had a solid goalie, who knows what could happen.
Is this the Josh Bailey, the one from the
Yeah, he's on
the
PTO,
Islanders?
dude. PTO, I think. Yes.
Why is he on
PTO?
Okay, that's
He's like
something I did
assistant
not
cap.
know.
I just seen it the other
Why?
day.
Look at these. 25 points in 64 games. That's only a PTO worth?
Dude, I just
that
seen
insane?
it. NHL discussion. I just seen it.
Am I dumb though? I think
thought it
it would
was
be worth
ridiculous.
at least a like league man come to our team.
Well, I
Let's go.
seen it. It was like last year he only posted 25 points in X amount of games, and I was like,
Only 64. That's still like
that's almost half.
what?
Almost half.
Yeah.
Like 0.4.
More than a third.
Yeah. Probably gonna get a contract.
What?
More than likely.
What the Like, you're talking about a guy that's played over 1,000 games and
He's
he's
a leadership
33.
guy, too.
Is he 33? Let's see. He's 33. I know
Imagine
way too
being
much
like,
random
okay,
shit.
so what? You're gonna be 25 in a couple days or a week or two, whatever.
Yeah, Monday.
gonna be-
which is
yeah.
fucked.
So I'm gonna be 20. Yeah, it is fucked. It is so fucked. And I'm gonna be 25 in January. So I mean, say 8 years from now, it's like
We're older than almost
8 years
every
from now.
player
It's
on
like,
every
yeah,
NHL
dude,
team.
if you're gonna try out to play here, and it's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I hope I don't like. I feel like I play like shit the way it is when we play old timers.
But at the
I
same
hope I don't
time,
get worse in the next 8 fucking years.
another
I hope
good
you know
another
what I
good
mean?
thing about this site is look at this. So I can click on his name, look right below his name. He's made 47 million.
Yeah.
Does he care? Obviously, like, he signed like the PTO to
Let's-
like go and try out, but like
He wants to play hockey, dude.
Yeah, but
And
like,
for Ottawa, dude, that's a team that would, like I said, if you get in, you can't really bet against them because they have the tools. Kind of, if the players show up,
I
they
can see him
beat
making
a lot of people.
I can see him making a Montreal of what was that,
The COVID
2019
year?
2020, 2020,
It
right?
was a COVID year, yeah.
Like that type of run, but then not like falling off right after that and becoming like a rebuilder all of a sudden. Like, I can see him like No, they're
I feel like
actually.
once they get there, they'll stay there because of the conference. Be like, yeah, dude, we're gonna make the playoffs this year. Like, we're
I,
gonna be that
I
team.
feel like Ottawa could be this team this year. I like Brandstrom on their third pair a lot too. Like their third pair is gross, but like then you get Montreal in 2020, and they're like, okay, like you're rebuilding now.
Magic.
That was kind of a
Yeah.
fluke. Like
Yeah. It was
you
a
get
fluke.
you get Florida
Look
this
at
last year.
it.
It's like okay, that's a
Yeah.
hot goalie.
Yeah.
Like Bob was hot. You got good pieces, whatever. This team
It
is
worked.
like, holy fuck, you came out of nowhere and you're gonna stay up there for years. And that's me saying it when they're in the Leafs division, and I fucking hate it because I know
You
it's
gotta
not
beat
gonna go
them.
good.
Yeah. Ottawa and the Leafs are in the same division.
Dude, look at this division. That's why I'm not happy as a Leafs fan. This
Yeah.
is
The
this
only
is
team
my
that's
division.
not gonna make it for sure is the Canadians.
Yeah, but
That's
they
it.
have the best prospect pool in the league right now, and it's not even close. And I'm saying that as a Leafs fan. It's literally not even close. Like, give them like 3 years, 4 years, not a playoff team contender.
Yeah, but
Give them like 2 years.
The Lightning are probably gonna suck soon. The Bruins are gonna suck soon.
Lightning, dude, I don't think they're gonna suck that soon though. Look at
I
how,
guess you got Braden Point. They got a lot of.
but I'm just saying, look at the age of these guys. Like Kucherov's only 30. Like Stamkos, yeah, he's 33, but Point's 27. Hagel's 25. He's signed for retardedly cheap. They still have Sorelli. They got Nick Paul locked up for 3 mil until 2029. Like 2029, dude. Like this team is fucked. Sergachev 8.5 until 2031. We talk about the Sanderson thing. We already know what Sergachev can do. Hedman's still less than Sergachev for this team is. I hate it.
Yeah,
Like so like what other team do you want to chirp in this division? Because like I'll go to it, whether it's Florida, Buffalo, Ottawa,
every team on the up.
Detroit,
The only team on the
even
down
Montreal
is
is
really
Boston.
yeah.
And like sadly, my team's probably next. And that's same with Marner and Matthews and
Depends what
like
happens with the
their
top
mid to
guys.
high 20s.
Yeah,
But like real quick, they're gonna be fucking 32.
yeah.
Like when Matthews'
Couple
deal is up.
contracts or one contract or
Exactly.
that's all they got, and they're back to scratch.
I don't know how to take it. And it's like this like okay, Leafs in this division, maybe not first. Like but they're top three with Devils and Hurricanes.
They're a good regular season team though.
Maple Leafs in this division, like, okay, them, Colorado, Dallas. In this division, honestly, I think that they win it.
Probably.
But like give it a couple of years, all of a sudden I can see them missing the playoffs because of this division. When they really shouldn't be.
The team at the bottom are going to be the team at the top.
Yeah.
No matter what the order is, the bottom four is going to
flip-flopping.
be the top three.
Yeah.
In say 5 years or even less than that, that's what you're going to see.
Yeah, drink a beer, eh?
Yeah, I just took a sip.
Oh, sure.
What are we
Cheers,
doing
man.
about the pizza?
Should we go get it or what?
Yep. And evening suppers.
All right, we're gonna go get a pizza. We'll be right back, us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Welcome back to all the subscribers, the
Welcome back,
loyal customers,
all the guys, yeah, I know.
And we're back from the bar. We had a pizza.
Yeah, dude, we had a fucking. Oh man, the pizza fucking hit the spot.
It was pretty good pizza.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty good pizza.
It was worth it.
For meat.
Wow.
For meat pizza.
The Canadian bacon.
But
you know what I always wondered? You know what a guy asked me at work the other day? He said, "Do you think they call it Canadian bacon in Canada?" And I said, "You know what? Probably not." Like, who asked that question? But like, probably not. They probably call it bacon in Canada because they
No,
call it
dude.
Canadian bacon. They fucking call it bacon. I don't fucking know. Who fucking cares?
You know?
It's fucking ham, dude.
No.
We all know it's fucking ham, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
But
who
I bet you.
fucking cares, dude?
But I bet you. That is a good question.
Yeah.
Now
Fuck
that you
Easter
just.
conference. Let's talk about corned beef pizza.
No, I got a better question than Canadian ham bacon.
Yeah.
Canadian
The
ham
coyotes.
So Bear Aiton's really able to take off. Clinton Color's better than
Yeah.
McDavid.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where were we? We got a pizza
So-
at S&S.
all
All right.
I do have one serious question for the podcast.
All right.
And it's one that you actually did not hear that you thought you were gonna hear.
All right.
But no, I kept it from you when we were at S&S. It's the only thing I remember from there.
Yeah, it was the time. It was
Aside
time.
from making a mess with one pizza somehow with Parmesan
Well, she
cheese.
didn't give us any plates. What do you expect?
Yeah.
We got a bar and a fucking 12-inch cardboard piece of circle, and the pizza's just as big as a fucking cardboard circle. We're gonna make a mess, dude. And then you give us Parmesan cheese, like we put on our pizza. Where do you think the
Like
crumbs go?
sprinkles.
Where do you think the crumbs are gonna go? On
On the countertop.
on the countertop or on the plate you didn't give us? On the countertop.
I thought maybe.
On the plate.
See,
you
for a
didn't
while I thought on the plate does it give us. So back to hockey.
So yeah, Easter conference. So.
No.
All right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, we're professional. I promise. We're not.
Back on track.
We're not. And that's why we're here. But you know.
We're gonna start. We're learning.
So if you have a fantasy hockey draft coming up, which you do,
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah. I think I might.
But
I
if
think
you
might
had
be
one.
the commissioner. No. Anyway.
And you're the top two like projected, or if these two are still there, who are you picking between these two?
All right, this will be interesting.
Connor Bedsy Bedard
Badsy
or
or
Tage the Tits Thompson? Because one can pop off and one just did pop off, but is he gonna go down or not? Like, say you have
Dude,
like
it's hard
the
to say
second.
because, like, if you ask me who's gonna go higher overall in a fantasy draft, Cage or Bedsy, I'm gonna say Bedsy.
But we're
If
not
you ask me
we're
who
not
I'm
talking
gonna-
keeper league
right. But if you're gonna ask me who are you gonna
this
pick
year.
this year, I'm probably gonna say Cage because you know what to expect now.
Do you?
After his second,
After 1 year?
no, like, okay, so last year I drafted Tage and I was like high on Tage and I'm like, dude, Tage, yeah, Tage this, Tage that.
See, but
And he didn't do shit for like 10, 12 games. And then I looked up his last year and I'm like, oh, he was a fluke guy. So I dropped him. And then he went nuts. And I ended up getting him back, but it cost me a price to get him back.
yeah,
But-
from me.
Yeah, from you.
Made out on that.
Yeah.
6'6", 215, not a big deal.
But yeah, I mean,
Like 94 points is nothing to joke about, but
you think
Like,
you
look at
think
his stats.
Betsy's getting 94 points? Dude, a lot of Tage's points are power play points. That's not a 3-point goal. That's a
Do-
fucking 5-point goal. That's a 3-point assist.
Do you think
they're big points?
do you think it's crazier? I'm just curious. I'm not giving my opinion on either of these. Do you think it's crazier to say Bedsy gets 90 points or that the Coyotes are going to make the playoffs?
Dude,
Which one do you think is crazier?
I'd say Bedsy has a better chance. Like, I honestly,
So you think it's crazier, Coyotes?
I wouldn't bet against Bedsy getting 100 plus points. He's a
Isn't
fucking
that fuck?
like you
Isn't that
could
fucked
you bet against that? Bedsy 100 plus points. Would you say what would be the
No.
most amount of money you bet saying he does? What if he breaks his fucking leg? He gets injured. I mean,
No, if injuries weren't
if you
involved,
can't factor that, dude, he's getting 100 points.
I'd say the max bet, just because I'm a betting guy, which I feel like is higher than most people, like $50. Just because, and my only argument could be is I don't like it, but he's a rookie. You know what I mean?
But he's that generational talent.
Yeah, but
I
look at
think
this. Look at this.
like Crosby, McDavid, and then Bedsy. Who
So
else is
so
in
look,
between?
yeah, but look at look at what McDavid did. He got hurt, granted.
Mm-hmm.
However, 48 and 45, he still doesn't quite hit 100. If you put it out 82 games, I'm pretty sure. It's right it's right there. But like I don't I'm if my mental math is correct.
He's close.
Yeah. Like is Bedsy better? His shots better?
What about like but McDavid scored how many goals in this league last year? And if you say his shot's better,
64.
but then can
Yeah,
you
but
get in that
we're
position
not
to
talking
shoot
about
that shot
we're not
every
talking
time?
about McDavid right now. We're talking about McDavid rookie year and Bedard going into his rookie year. Like McDavid had 120 points in
What
47 games
can we
in the
compare
OHL.
McDavid's junior league stats to Bedard's?
Yeah,
Can we do
100,
that? Like split screen? Can we
well,
break that down or no?
he had 120 points in the OHL in
Who? McDavid?
McDavid in
Bedard
40
got more than that, right?
in 40 something games. He has
Oof.
143 points in 50 something games. 57. It's very similar. But look at his playoffs. He had 20 points and they got eliminated in the first round.
See, how's it happen? Like, even the Pats didn't win the playoffs. Like, you have Bedard. How do you lose? How do you lose?
They didn't win the first round, dude.
How?
Not the playoffs. They didn't win the first round.
Like, McDavid's on your team in the O, right? That's O.
Yeah.
So,
And
you have
he's in the
McDavid.
dub, so it's different. But like,
But
really,
like,
is
how
it?
do you not advance? You have fucking McDavid when he's 17 playing against kids that he could put up a point per game in the NHL at that point in time, but he can't run that. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe that league is better than I think it is.
The OHL
But
is the WHL does score a little bit more than the O, like
it's not quite as
statistically. But like,
competitive.
dude, this is so he was 18, he's 17, he's 16. Oh no, he was 15, and then 16, then 17 because he's only 17.
Yeah,
This is
first
like
year in
he's still
NHL was
underage.
18. Yeah,
Yeah, this he was almost in 15 games played.
almost
He had
2 points per
20
game.
as
What,
a
15?
as a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
But
he can't even have a car yet, and he's putting up 2 points per game at the top level that he can play at his age.
With who?
Top level, like of the
Kyrie?
world.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who are you? Kyrie?
I thought we were talking about David.
Yeah, what? I need to crack.
It's to be a highlight, huh?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about
Just a couple highlights. Is that now you said? Kyrie?
No, I thought we were talking about McDavid.
Go Suns.
Yeah.
Central Wisconsin
Yeah,
Suns.
I'll drink to that.
Over the Bombers. You know, they just canceled their Marquette tournament. Fuck you, Yoke. More the fuck you was, but I don't know.
Yeah,
dude.
you know he won't knock you out, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the East. It's tough.
what about the East?
We got to come to a decision. We got to pick an 8.
What if
So
you
we need
ate?
to pick either we need to look at one division and pick 3 or 4, and then look at the other
For
and
what,
pick 3 or 4.
standings? We're doing standings?
Well, who's gonna make the playoffs?
Oh, we're going that?
Yeah, so it's either
Toronto is.
I know that. Yeah, so pick I think we covered this kind of before maybe when we went to get the pizza, but I mean, a little bit. We were kind of figuring things out. So I think we had Toronto.
Montreal.
No. No. We had Toronto for sure. And then we had okay, let's go to the other division. That'll be easier.
That's what,
I
dude.
feel
We had
like.
we had Carolina and New
New
Jersey.
Jersey and probably the Rangers because Shesterkin's nasty.
Someone's got to take third in this division.
Dude,
Someone has to.
do you think the Penguins don't make the playoffs?
No, I think they do.
Let's look at their lineup quick. Who's their depth? Who's their depth scoring?
We already looked at theirs, but I'm
Did we
saying,
really?
yeah.
The Penguins?
I'm saying Pittsburgh is whether it's a hot take or not, they're gonna be back in the playoffs. Take.
Crosby, bro. Thing is, like Crosby makes everyone.
Remember, because
around
we were
him
talking
so
about
much
Noel
better.
Acciari? Do you not
Yes,
remember that?
yes,
Yeah.
yep. I remember that. So okay, yeah, Pittsburgh's making it, especially with the EK.
Before.
Who's their goalies? They re-signed
They got Jari back, and
Yeah.
dude, but they have Nedeljkovic as a backup, which
so
he'll do.
as a backup. He'll be solid, I think.
Well,
'cause
didn't he
get
win the
enough time.
Calder or damn near the Calder?
I think he did win the Calder.
I think he did
I
too.
think as a Cane.
Yeah,
And
he
every
was on
goalie
the
that
Canes.
plays for the Canes
And then
plays good.
Stevie Y signed him, and he didn't play good. And now he's on the and it's like, okay, buddy, you're 27. Like, are you gonna figure it out or are you not? Because this is your year.
This is where you do figure it out. Yeah, at that
Go
age.
back to who?
So okay, so go back to the standings. So you got Pittsburgh going. You have Carolina going.
I
you have
think
New Jersey going.
I think
so
the
that's
Rangers.
3.
I think the Rangers are gonna make it though too. So I think that's 4.
So that's 4.
But I don't think the Islanders or Caps are gonna make it.
Really?
So I think, yeah,
so that
because
means
look at
4 from
that's
this division.
Exactly, and look at this division and tell me that there's not fucking 6 that you can see making it, if not 7, over the fucking Pens and Rangers. And even if you include both of those,
Florida
who else
was
make...
92. So basically, Ottawa missed it by 3 games.
You can't look at last year though, dude. They got.
I know, but
they got
missed it by,
Tarasenko, and
they missed it by 3 games last year, but their team is so much
They got
better.
Norris now.
They're healthy.
They got Sanderson. Oh, I guess he was there last year, but they have Chikrin for a full year. They got Korpisalo and Forsberg.
Right now, I want to be like,
Ottawa's way
Ottawa
better.
And Buffalo not make it, or at least Ottawa. I think Ottawa above Buffalo. I think that.
You want to know what I think? Toronto's.
Let's rank
top.
this division right now. How do you think this division sits? 1 through 7
So
or 8.
This
sorry.
might go against what me and
1 through
James
8.
decided, but this is how I think it's gonna go. Honest to God, Toronto's number 1. Homer pick.
Agree.
Homer pick,
Agree.
but like, tell me I'm wrong.
Nope. Agree.
Like,
Toronto
try to make
won
the
it. And
argument.
I'm not a Toronto homer, and I think Toronto number 1 just because they're fucking sick.
So I think Ottawa's better than Detroit, and I think Buffalo's better than Ottawa, which means I think Buffalo's better than Detroit.
I think Ottawa is better than Buffalo.
Okay.
But I think Buffalo.
But you think it's close?
I think it's close.
Okay. So keep in mind when I say this, Florida is missing Ekblad and Montour, their 2 top right defensemen.
For how long?
Anywhere from November to February. Or December to February.
So basically trade deadline.
Half the season.
So more than half the season.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
So Tampa's there. Who knows Boston? And then Montreal is Montreal. I have Toronto in first. I have Montreal in last.
Yep.
And this is, I'm not going to lie, I kind of dominated and took control of this division. If you listen to it on the podcast.
Dude, we got to rank them all. Like, we got to remember this. Because I think we're going to be accurate on this.
It's recording. This is, so it will be.
Yeah.
However.
Yeah.
This is not as hot of a take. Tell me if you think it's as hot of a take as Arizona. I won't be shocked as I'm making the playoffs. I honest to God I'll start it easy. Toronto 1, and I have Buffalo, Ottawa, Tampa making the playoffs with the other four from the other division, which is Carolina, New Jersey, Rangers, and Pittsburgh. And I can
With
honestly see
Florida
it being
missing the defenseman, and then you take Gudis away, who's just like that gritty, tough guy player. Like
even Mark Stahl. Like, dude, they have
they're not.
their 2 6 defensemen
They're
coming
that
back.
team that like if they like yeah, like you said, their two best defensemen aren't coming back. So I mean,
They only have 2 of their 6 from what they played their last final game with.
yeah, they're in like dude, like look at the Avs last year. Like the Avs last year, I think I'm almost positive they broke the record for the most amount of injuries returning from a team from the previous year. Like they blew it out of the water, which obviously Landeskog 82 games.
Them and the Caps were both fucked.
Yeah, like if you honestly like you look at the fucking shit that gets released after a cup run, that team's kind of fucked the whole next year because they put everything into the current season trying to win.
But that's
And if
not
you
what.
lose, yeah, your guys are fucked because they put everything into that
But
series
yeah,
in
and
that
they
playoff
lost.
run. And
And
then if
if
you
you win,
lose,
it's worth it.
so
But
yeah.
if
So
you lose,
if you look at Florida, yeah, it was fucking worth it, but you're probably not making the playoffs next year. Like you said, that's a good point. Florida's probably not making it. You got Spencer Knight,
so
who's got whatever the fuck's going on.
I think
Bob
it's
is inconsistent.
I think it's I think it's Toronto, and I think it's Buffalo,
This is the craziest division in
and
the
I
league.
think it's Ottawa, and I
Craziest.
think it's Tampa, and I honest to God think Toronto's going to take first,
Yep,
and
I would agree with
I
that's
really
that's a
don't even think it's
good
close.
suggestion.
And
Yep. I'd
the
be
hot
confident saying
the
that.
hottest take is I think Buffalo. I can honestly see the hottest take is Buffalo taking second, but let me finish quick. And I can see Ottawa taking third and Tampa, Toronto playing each other in the first versus wild card spot, which I fucking hate as a Leafs fan, but I can see Buffalo and Ottawa take and especially Buffalo taking second and then Ottawa third. I I I really can.
I think Tampa
And I think either
probably
one of those
stays where
teams
they
gets
are.
waxed.
I think Tampa stays where they are, or they hit fourth. I think with Vasilevsky, he's solid enough. They have a good enough core. They're hitting 3 or 4, and I think like you
Well,
said, I think you said like Montreal's 8 and Toronto's 1, and
one
I think
one
Lightning
quick
is three
thing,
or four.
one quick
And
thing,
I think Florida, I agree with you. Florida's probably missing this year.
one quick thing though. Any one of these teams aside from Montreal, even though they just beat them in like 2021, lol. I'm scared of Toronto facing any of these teams that we can see in this division in the playoffs. Because Buffalo kicks their ass, Ottawa kicks their ass,
Yeah, but
Detroit
also
kicks their.
if you're looking at it from
I
the
don't
other
care
point
though.
of view, you think Toronto kicks my ass, Toronto kicks my ass, Toronto kicks my ass. But then you see the playoff side of it, and it's like
No, I'm
maybe
talking
they
about
don't. But like seriously though, Toronto walks. You have Toronto at the top of the division. That's because they're the best team in the division. If you win the division, you are there for a reason. You're not there because Buffalo's better
Boston.
than you or anything below
Boston.
you
I've
is
not
better.
seen them win in a series. Tampa, I've watched them lose, but then they finally beat in a series. Florida, I've seen them lose in a series. Round 2 this year. Watch that very closely.
Yep, yep, yep.
Buffalo,
Who was before
they
that? Who did they beat?
destroy
Who did they beat?
Toronto.
Yeah,
They beat Tampa.
really,
Exactly. Yeah.
really.
And you know what Mikhail Sergachev said in an interview yesterday at the
No,
time of this recording? We're pissed. And you got asked why. You said, we've been in the finals 3 straight years. And the year that we lost was a team that hasn't made it past the first round in
in a
almost 20
long.
years.
Yeah,
And it's like,
he's got a point.
as a Leafs
He's
fan,
got
that
a
just
point.
pisses me off. Okay,
But he's got a point.
yeah, but no, and I agree with them. But then like Florida, it's like okay, like I can see them like coming back for playoffs and being strong.
No,
Buffalo,
but like you said, their defensemen are
Buffalo
fucked.
destroys Toronto. in the regular. I don't know why. Like 7-2 wins. Makes no sense. Ottawa, it's a flip a coin. Detroit, there's quite literally been like 10-8 games in the last 2 years.
Detroit's so hard
Montreal,
to
they
guess
beat
because
them
they're so different, dude.
to
They're
go
such
to
a
their
different
fucking final.
team.
Yeah, but so
They're
look at
better.
I just
They're
listed
better
everyone
than
in,
Florida probably this year because they're gonna be
dude,
healthy.
I just listed everyone in the fucking division though. And like tell me there's not at least an argument as a
Okay,
Toronto fan to be scared of fucking losing to them.
okay. So we're trying to
If we
rank.
go down to the Metro, that's a whole different story. But like, tell me I should not be scared.
You should be scared,
Like,
but we're trying to rank 1 from 8 in this division.
and I did. I went Toronto, Buffalo,
Really.
maybe Tampa, Ottawa can flip flop them. Boston, Florida, Detroit, Montreal. Yeah, I just said what I said.
Well,
There's
not
no, there's
the only
no.
thing like I would say between Buffalo, Ottawa, and Tampa. I'm not gonna place
That's
where
like
they
a
are, but it's
massive.
probably between 2 and 4. Somewhere in there, that's where those teams might fall.
That's where I just had them, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But no matter what the order is, I agree with you. They're
Yeah, look at
all
the
in
camera,
there.
man.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, but I'm pretty sure you had Detroit at 7 yet. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
I
you
think
had
I,
Detroit
I
after
think
Florida,
I did, which
and I don't know if I can agree with that.
I think
Which,
I had,
who
I think
cares?
I
'Cause
had
it's not the
Florida,
playoffs. So, like,
Detroit,
I
and
think
then
Detroit is going to shock people.
Montreal.
I shouldn't say Detroit might shock people. I just think this year, don't sleep on Detroit because they might surprise
They
some
might
people.
pop off.
They might make the playoffs. They might.
And
They
I
might
wouldn't.
stay healthy.
So
They have a team. They're like
no,
Seattle. I thought they might be like the Kraken where they have the depth.
your Detroit
And I fucking
is
hate the
your
Red Wings, but
your Detroit is my Arizona. We're like you
Yeah.
don't think that they're going
So
to,
you
but
don't
like,
think Detroit's getting
but
there?
like you want to say it in case they do to say like
But I
I
think they have
told
a
you so.
legitimate chance. Like I would not be surprised at all.
Same.
But I'd be very fucking
Dude,
surprised if Arizona made the playoffs, dude.
you're gonna
I'd be fucking shocked.
you're gonna listen to this back and
I hope I do.
what
I hope I do because we're gonna be surprised.
what I
We
said
will be
what
surprised.
I said about Arizona is exactly what you just said about Detroit.
So you think all that money? Like I know when he spent all that
The
money.
Brinkett is Clean Keller.
That was a
very
trade.
different
That
player.
was a trade.
Larkin could be Logan Cooley. Like could be.
Yeah, but he's already better than that. Today, he's better than
Logan
Cooley.
Cooley is better than
No, I'm
Larkin.
saying like you're saying Dylan Larkin could be Logan Cooley. I'm saying
No, I
Dylan
meant
Larkin
the
is
other way
better
around.
than.
I meant the other way.
So
Logan
you're
Cooley
saying
could
Logan
be
Cooley
Larkin
could be better or the same as Larkin, and then this other
in
guy
year
could be
one,
better
yeah.
than Keller
In year one,
in year one.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you because I trust your
Should we
opinion
make
when it comes to that.
should we make a personal bet live on air?
No, because I trust your opinion on a lot
No,
of stuff.
let's go $20. Just a $20 bet
If
live on
Detroit
air.
over Arizona or what?
Who gets more regular season points?
I'll bet Detroit over Arizona all day.
I got Arizona.
Dude, I'll bet $100 on that. $100.
You want to go 100?
Yeah, I'll do 100 if you will.
$100.
$100. Detroit gets more points. I can't believe I'm putting money on Detroit to win.
If
What
they
the fuck? Look at my fucking shirt, dude. Look at my fucking shirt. What the fuck is wrong with me right now, dude? Patrick lost me. He'd fucking punch me in the face. Dude.
if they tie in points, just to
Then we
watch.
go another year.
No OT.
Nothing. We just don't know each other. Nothing.
I'd go another year.
Okay.
You wouldn't though.
If they, yeah.
You wouldn't want to go another year.
Well, those contracts that Weiser plan signed are all past 1 year, so it'd be the same fucking team. So
if you want,
and
whoever gets 100 more points,
more points.
But if they both get like
year,
if they both get like say 64 this year, just for example,
yep,
overtime, wins, loss, none of that matters. Goes to the next year. Okay, $100.
Yeah. $100.
Shaking on
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
camera.
I'm gonna win $100 Sixburgs.
No way. No way.
Dude, look at okay, so let's finish it. Okay, we kind of did actually. So we kind of figured out we know who's gonna place where, but we don't know the order. We know who's gonna make it, who's not, but we can't confidently say the order.
Well, Detroit's taking last now after that bet.
Yep. So Detroit had a total of 80 points last year.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was Arizona?
Let's take a look. 70.
Huh.
I bet you thought that was a way bigger gap than.
I thought it'd be bigger than
Yeah.
that,
Yep.
but I'm still very confident.
That's gonna be a fucking bet and a half, dude.
I think I'm gonna win that bet, dude. Ben Brown's gonna be so fucking pissed he didn't get in on this bet. The Wings.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude,
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ben, if you're listening to this.
Yeah. Sorry, Ben. I know what you do in your free time.
Probably not listen to the Bergie podcast. What should I call this thing, dude? Because, like, right now the channel's just called Bergie.
Dude, Bergie's a solid name,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you as Bergie, dude. Whenever I tell, like, Randy or my mom and dad I'm talking about you, I always say Bergie. I don't say Austin anymore.
Yeah,
I
but
just say my buddy Bergie.
I'm trying to,
I'm
like,
talking about you.
I'm trying to, like, change the name of, like, the Bergie cast.
That's fine, dude.
Or so, not
Yeah,
Bergie.
Bergie's your thing, though, dude. That's
Well, you
your
listen
name.
to Bergie podcast.
When someone
like,
says
might as well
Bergie or
call
hear
it
Bergie, I think of you.
Yeah, and Merrill. Who the fuck cares about this? We're trying to get more than 10 views. Not really.
Yeah, but
We're just here for the
that
fans.
doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen overnight. That doesn't happen in a week. Like, I see all kinds of people every day that I see on Instagram or Facebook.
Look at
And
you in the fucking camera right now.
I can't, because I can't really see that good right now. But,
Yeah.
like, I see people all I see people all the time, dude.
The mic probably has not even been picking up what you're saying because your head's fucking.
Yeah.
This is the
But like I've been seeing a lot of cool videos lately and whatnot on Instagram because I'm always on Instagram. I love Instagram. Like I should say I love Instagram, but I see a lot of cool shit on Instagram. But like where were we?
That's the point of the Bergie podcast. You never know where the fuck you are.
No, like every day I see something on Instagram where like you see this person who is just they're a normal human being. Like they're super normal, like they're a normal person, but like something happens in their life. Like take that Oliver Anthony dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like Richmond, north of Richmond, that song, that big deal. That's dude, that's all over there.
That's not a fucking
he's-
cool. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do.
No.
Are you serious? Yeah, you do. So like
No.
so he was
No,
on
I don't.
Are you dead ass? Dude, you're laughing so hard you obviously are fucking sarcastic. You have to be.
Nikolai who?
No, dude, not Nicolay. Oliver Anthony.
Oh,
Richmond.
Charles
North.
Olivier?
All right, so I know you're just fucking with me.
Well, no, that
No.
time I was, but actually I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, not a fucking cool.
You have not heard the song from Oliver Anthony, Rich Men North of Richmond?
Maybe if like
He's
I
like a
heard-
tall ginger dude, and he's like
the-
just banging on his banjo, and he's singing about politics and the fucking corrupt elites and shit. You didn't hear that
corrupt
song?
the Leafs.
No, not the Leafs.
Like-
Elites.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Leafs.
He's
I was-
singing about
I
the
was gonna
fucking
say-
corrupt
I was
Maple
gonna say
Leafs.
the Leafs.
Yeah. He's like, fucking Matthews. Ding, ding, ding. You have 13-point bullshit for a year.
That's a podcast highlight. I actually don't know what you're talking about though.
Oh, there's no way you don't know what I'm talking about.
After that, do you want this plugged in? I'm imagining you do, eh?
What is it?
You're
Yeah,
also
yeah. But no. Okay, so Oliver Anthony, dude. I feel like you have to just hear the song right now just to be like, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because as soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah, I've heard that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he doesn't know what it is. But yeah, we're both fucking hammered. He's trying to plug in my alto, and we're going from there. Oh, yep. So I need an outlet and I need a block.
talking to the pot.
Yeah. I just told him we're both fucking hammered, and I don't really know what's going on.
No, we're not.
But yeah. So Dylan Nanis. No,
Dude, you got.
dude, I got 2 bushes waiting for me, and I'm
They're probably pissed one now.
no. This one's gone actually. Holy fuck! Good boy, Bryce.
What are you doing?
Dude, I drink to my pace because when I drink to everyone else's pace,
Is that
I
cold, or you
fucking
want a
puke.
cold one? No, I can throw
No,
it back in.
this one's cold.
This one's not cold.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what. When I drink Anheuser, after not having it for a long time, like some Busch lattes or some Budweiser, I do love it. But guess what? If you go to my house, my fridge, you're not gonna find an Anheuser product.
Well, I was saying the best part about being able to edit the podcast is you can just like cut to the part where like especially when I wasn't on screen, I'll be able to like skim to the part where I wasn't on screen real quick. And then like cut, delete, see ya. And it's like
Yeah.
doesn't look weird for like 0.2 seconds, but then like we're talking about some other dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like this part right here probably won't even be in.
Right.
And it's like, then I tell you like more cider's better than killing a car.
Yeah, I'll be like, you fucking idiot. Time to go to bed. No. That part you gotta keep in.
But it's more physical.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
but that reverse hit though. Macari got the reverse hit. No.
That reverse hit though.
Yeah. 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 You say it like a nigga. It's okay. Sorry, cut that out.
Cut.
Yeah.
I actually said that once in the first pod. Like, buddy said something, and I was like, no.
So like, no, cut that. Honestly, like this is a serious question for anyone that could listen to this. Is nigga against the rules? Or is the other against the rules? I had to whisper it. I don't really know the rules for it.
I don't know either.
I don't have the rules to really say I'm not whispering, so I'm just saying whispering like I don't know the rules, but I feel like I can say nigga because that's not really the naughty. So, I don't know the rules on it, but maybe comments could educate us on the rules because there are some
Community guidelines.
and there are some niggas that play hockey, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. I support it.
Like,
And at the end of the day, dude,
your newest league.
I give a shit if what the fuck McDavid is or who the fuck whoever is. Like, at the end of the day, you're a fucking hockey player. You're a person. I don't give a shit if you're from China, where you're from, dude. I don't give a fuck. If you can play, not China. You can't play China. But if you can play hockey better than anybody on the planet, dude, I'm gonna be fucking, dude. You're gonna be one of my fucking. I'm gonna think about you just as much as I think about anyone else, and it's gonna be on my mind all the time. And at the end of the day,
Like, you're my Chinese nigga that plays hockey.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, I
Like,
don't fucking care.
You're my Noah Webber.
Like, I don't think like, oh, you're from Canada, like, oh, blah blah blah, or you're Canadian. Like, I think, yeah, you're a fucking gross hockey player. I fucking love watching you. I don't think, oh, McDavid's this, McDavid's that. I'm like, Yeah, dude. McDavid's a. What do I think about McDavid? He's a good hockey player, right?
Dude.
You don't involve any other bullshit. It's just McDavid's a good hockey player. And say McDavid's black, McDavid's retarded, McDavid's a good hockey player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, we're getting off.
No, I got
We're getting
no.
off task here.
We are, but we're not because
But like, at the same time, like, dude, I don't think about it as like all this bullshit. Like, you're supposed to like
dude.
think about all this bullshit and like whatever. It's like, dude, I think about everyone like, okay, McDavid's a gross hockey player. That's all I care about. Like, I don't care about his physical features, what Tony is, what I don't give a fuck what his religious beliefs are, political beliefs. He's a good fucking hockey player, and that's what matters, right? That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here for, because he's a good fucking hockey player.
But
and whether
dude,
you're good at this, good at that, like,
some...
you know what I mean, though?
Yeah,
right, we're getting off task, but like,
I do, but I got something completely
I don't even know how we
different.
got to that. Maybe I brought it up.
Whenever you're done on this rant,
yeah,
I could not tell you how you got on that either. I couldn't
remember,
dude.
Somehow it came up. We'll find out tomorrow. You just post it on YouTube, like, that's how it happened. Yep.
Dude, the funny thing is, one quick thing before I fucking
we get to the end of it.
I get to what I was gonna say right there is you'll be on your way to Colorado in like how many hours? How many days? Not that
it
many.
is Friday or no, fuck, dude, it's 3 a.m. Holy fuck. I'm going to Colorado in 4 days.
Yeah. So you'll honestly probably listen to this pod
on the way there.
On like at some point.
If you post it before Wednesday, I will listen to it on the way there.
Which is kind of like bad, but awesome at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the first part, and the second most, or actually the other thing I was gonna say. Wait, what were you just ranting about?
I was ranting about how like when I think of McDavid as a player, I don't think about this, that, or
I got it.
McDavid's a good hockey player.
I got it. Yeah, and you're gonna be like, Bergie, how the fuck did you just think of that while you're saying that?
But this is coming up with something, Bergs. We got to drink more beers, get more intelligent, and dude, we can.
All right,
this is gonna be an 8-hour pod.
Cheers.
Yep, I'll drink to that. Yep. Here, Sultans.
No, this is actually what I was thinking about when you were talking about that.
See, this is where the pods get to be the best part. Is like when you're totally off task, but like your intangibles are like the highlights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, where were you?
So you know how I made you a bet on guessing $100 before whatever the fuck it was?
You remember what it was?
I
remember.
I would give you $1 million.
You don't have $1 million.
I would take out a loan.
Can you get a loan for $1 million?
That's a good question. But
make that much for it, buddy?
I have to find a way.
I'm sorry.
If you guessed what the fuck I was gonna say next, and I'm not even gonna give you the chance to guess because
what is it, Matthew? 70 goals? Because that's what they said last year, and it didn't.
No, it completely changed the topic.
The hockey
so
related?
You brought up McDavid, and I brought up Nick Dean.
Nick Dean, dude.
So my thing is when you're talking about his points, all I can think about
matters is compared to points too.
Did you think that he was gonna break or dent Nick Rogers' cage?
No, not at all. I'll never forget that. I remember sitting there and we're explaining it just so people know what the fuck we're talking about.
Right in the Schwann Center. Yeah, you tell the story.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, and we talked
all season though. You gotta tell it from the start.
So like beginning of season, like Nick Dean, dude, he's this fucking dude. Like he's built like a brick shit house.
Benching 285 in 8th grade.
Yeah, dude. Like he's just on a different planet. He's like a freak. And so I'm a goalie, and there's this other goalie on the team. His name is Nick. He's a cool guy, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'll fucking locker box Nick. Like he's totally game for it. Like
Nick versus Nick.
Yeah, he's like, dude, Nick versus Nick, dude, we'll fucking box her out. So the coaches were like, they're like, all right, we'll allow this, we'll allow this, but not till after every single game for our season is over. And we're like, well, as kids, we're like, dude, coaches we're gonna let us watch these two kids fucking box each other in the fucking locker room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, the first
Yeah,
one was
as
in
soon
like,
as the last game's over, we're gonna lose.
I
Like,
think they said that when we
fuck,
were
dude.
practicing like Minocqua.
Well, it wasn't
Like at
Minocqua.
Lakeland.
I think we were in fucking Minnesota or something when it happened.
Well, when it happened, but I'm saying like when that conversation went down, like not till the end of the year in Minocqua.
Yeah, and so finally, like, dude, it was not forgotten. That was the
Yeah.
highlight of the year. Like, we gave a shit what happened throughout those tournaments. We wanted to see that fight. So,
You know how many second places we took that year?
yeah, we took second place every year, and we were so pissed, but we wanted to see that fight. So yeah, after
Couldn't
like
wait for Blaine.
our eighth second place, we're like, all right, time for the fight. So they're finally ready. Diener throws on his fucking Red Pines helmet, and I don't even know what fucking helmet Diener or
Dude,
Nick Rogers wore because
I think he wore his goalie helmet. No, that
no,
thing
he
got
didn't
dented.
because you can't
Did
dent
he
that.
wear someone
Yeah,
else's?
he wore a skater cage. Yeah.
So I had no idea.
So he wore someone's cage.
I just remember
Probably Ryan Schmidt's, dude.
Remember
Probably
the
Ryan
half
Schmidt's or
wall?
Lindell's.
Like you walk in, you go to the left, and then there's that half wall, and I'm pretty sure you're right there, and I'm like right to the right of you. Like I think I'm in like this back right corner watching it like here.
See, I remember seeing it, but I don't remember exactly. Like for you to say like I'm in the back right corner, it's like
I want to say
that could be my back
I
left, or that could be
wanna.
my front left. That could be any direction. Like I don't know what the fuck your back right was from where I was.
I remember
You know what I
weird
mean,
shit.
though?
I remember weird shit. I think that you were to my left, which would make sense because like blizzards and like
We've stayed pretty close
like
because we didn't
you
know
stay
each other as
close.
well as we knew each
And
other.
I want to say Noah Witkoff was to my right.
Dude, fucking bring up Noah Whitcock, dude. What a fucking nerd. I love Whitcock, but
We're almost done.
he had a Snapchat
Actually,
when he was a fucking nerd. Talk to Kate.
yeah, she came up.
She pissed.
Are you sleeping?
Apparently not. She's walking around.
Yeah. But we just gotta tell this last story quick.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to end a pod.
Mm-hmm.
But you were telling the Nick Dean story.
Yeah, so tournament's over. End of the season. Great.
Did we win? No, we didn't
We
win.
never won a tournament,
Yeah,
but
we
always
we
had
always
a great
took second.
fucking time.
We
And
probably took second again.
we always we never won tournaments, but we played big city teams and from a team of 16 kids from the fucking woods.
Like Ashton Calder.
No, okay,
Like Casey Minnesota.
our team was literally fucking like small town northern Wisconsin versus big city southern Wisconsin. We'd fucking hang with them. It's like, dude, we have the whole northern part of the state to choose from.
You want to come say hi to the pod?
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, yeah, so fucking they're like, okay, let's fight. So we're fucking dude, we're ready for this. It's like Adesanya versus Pereira, dude. Like we're fucking ready to see some shit go down, like McGregor. It's like watching McGregor versus Khabib. Like we've been waiting all fucking year for this to happen. And so fight starts and Nick Dean punches Rogers once and dents his cage and makes him bleed and then it's over.
But you guys were expecting more than that.
Long story.
But you guys were expecting more than that.
Long story short,
But no,
one uppercut called the fight
with a hockey glove on,
yeah,
the hockey cage on.
yeah, through a fucking hockey glove, like he said, through a hockey helmet, through a hockey cage, dented it, fucking made Buddy bleed, and he was like, okay, yep, that was enough. Like, fucked around, and I found out.
Both the coaches were in their room, Rozier and Ryan Schmidt.
Yeah, and those are
Both
bad.
coaches.
Those are hard ass coaches. Where like they'd watch a kid take
Yeah.
a little bit of something before they'd be like, "All right, back off," and like one punch, and you're like, "All right, yep,
Dude,
I
those
think
were
it's your time to take a seat."
looking back, those were two hard ass coaches for like our age, but like that's what we needed. Like I'm not faulting them, but I'm saying
Looking,
like in
I look
today's
back at my
age,
hard
like
ass
they're
coaches, and like I
hard.
look back at my hard ass coaches as a kid, like Paul. I remember Roser Blizzards. I remember Ryan Schmidt Blizzards. I remember
The fact
Cox
that
sometimes.
Roger's even
Cox could
up
get
there
pissed
with Paul,
sometimes,
though.
dude.
The fact that Roger's even up there with Cox or
Yeah.
with Paul.
Yep. I respected Roser. And like
Me too.
one thing with Cox though is
Me too.
Cox reminded me a lot of Stoskov in a way, as he never really got pissed off, and when he got pissed off, he had a right to be pissed off, and you knew like, yeah, we're not playing our hockey. Like we got to get our
You,
shit together.
you want to know
But
what?
like,
You want to know
but
who
like
Dave Cox reminds me of? The
Cox was
NHL
so like
competitive.
he's not soft, but like he's like, I'm gonna be cool with you guys. You guys are gonna be my boys. Once you start fucking
Don't
off,
piss.
I'm gonna remind you
Yeah,
who the fuck you
exactly.
are.
You
And
so
that's who
so
Jack was, and
do you know
I
who
love that.
NHL comparison of Dave Cox? Mine, and I think that you can agree with this because had him as a coach and you have an NHL coach. Sorry,
Nope,
but you know
never
me.
have.
I think he's the perfect Barry Trotz. Like
See, I don't know much
and in
about.
terms from being
Well, how
bald,
can you say that? What?
smart, like don't fuck with me because I'm gonna treat you good, but don't fuck with me. And
Like
like
it'll play out for you. Just trust the system.
like
Just trust me,
like
it'll play out for you.
dude, I don't know if he gave
I
you
know the plan.
goalies a fucking like handbook for homework, but like
No.
to teach us what like fire was, like when he screams fire from the book and you had to bring it back, and it's like,
Fuck
yeah,
you talking about,
fire
dude?
is just
Like it's
fucking
ice, dude. How to make
ring it up.
fire at ice?
No, ring it up the boards. So when he yelled fire, fire from the bench, it's like, oh, okay,
You know what to do. It's locked in your brain.
yeah. And you
Yeah.
know what? You know what I never did? Look at any one of those papers, and I never turned any of it in.
Yeah.
And I heard about it, and I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Either did Nick Dean, either did Connor Cox, which is
Dude,
funny because it's his kid. Either did fucking
I
like
don't know if you remember
half
this,
the
but I'm gonna tell
people.
a story real
Bryce
quick.
Gravine actually was. That's the other kid from, wasn't he? That I was trying to
Yeah.
think of.
He's good though. He was good.
He thought it was the funniest shit in the world.
Do you remember
And
this
it's like,
tournament? This was
no,
the same tournament. There's two things that go into this. So we're playing in this tournament, and we all, us kids, I don't know, I think we were like 15, 16, like about maybe 14, like about like around, like we couldn't drive legally yet. Our parents still had to take us to tournaments and shit, but like we were
but it was
right
getting
at
dumb because it's like
we were getting right at that age where we could take care, like we could drive ourselves, like, but we couldn't. Like we had our temps, like we were probably 14, 15. And I remember we went to this tournament and it said like it was a Green Bay tournament. I don't remember what it was called or whatever,
the
but
cheese cup.
it could have been a G's Cup. And we were there with the Blizzards. And
Probably cheese
this
cup.
tournament said something about like we all the players had to sign a waiver saying like, I agree, I cannot fight, I will not participate, whatever bullshit, blah 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 blah. And I remember like we were going into a game and it was feisty. Like it was a good tight. It was a good game,
Against
and
the
like things
Wolfpack.
were getting tight.
Wolfpack.
No, they beat us 6-0. They beat us 6-0.
Yeah.
But there was a
So
different.
that's where you're going because that's where like Noah Weber, Trenton Bliss, like a lot of guys that went on to play D1, and
That they were on the team.
it, it was it was such. I wish I had like the brochure from that tournament because
Yeah,
that
it'd be
tournament
gross.
like
There was a couple NHL players on that team.
no Logan Brown
Yeah, Logan Brown was on that team.
on the Wolf. Yeah,
Dude, I remember it. Dude, every time they scored on us, because I remember we lost 6-0. And I remember every single time they scored, they fucking howled. They all go, woo, like a wolf. Because they were the wolf
Yep.
pack, and they all fucking howled, dude.
Yep.
And I remember you sent me the shit about Logan Brown. And I remember when you sent me his
When he got
Instagram
drafted
page,
by the Senators,
you
dude.
sent me his Instagram page, he had an Instagram post from that team. It's not on there anymore.
No,
But
because
when
now
he
that
was,
they're in the fucking
yeah,
NHL, they
but
delete that shit. So
when
we
it
look
was
like
posted,
dumbasses.
when
But I
it was
tell everyone
posted,
about it. And
when it was posted, he had a Wolfpack picture on his page because I remember you telling me, and I was like, and I looked on his page, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude! Me and Bergie played against this guy like 2 years ago.
dude, I think he was drafted like 16th overall too. That's
Yes,
the fucked
yes,
up part.
first round, yeah. And that's what's so insane to me is because we look back at some of the tournaments that we played in quite regularly as a kid, and I'm not saying like we were anything like Logan Brown or Casey Middlestad or kids our
See,
age, but like
I
we
played
were
against,
in the same tournaments and we were competitive with
I,
these same kids, and
I
like Casey
played,
Middlestad,
I played against Middlestat and
yes,
shit, but
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
but
We've been in the
he
tournaments
was
with
like a
these
junior
kids,
Badgers.
yes,
But like the Logan Brown, it's like, okay, Logan Brown, and then like you go down the line, it's like, okay, one of like the Appleton brothers, whatever the lower one was. I don't, not Mason, the fucking other one. But it's like, oh, okay, uh, uh, oh, okay. Eh, But then like you start growing up, and it's like, fuck.
yeah.
It's like, so you're telling me like me, Noah Whitkoff, and Nick Dean played against fucking Logan Brown?
Yeah, the guy that's
Like
playing in the
line
NHL.
matching, like that's who Dave Cox is line matching. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah,
What? Well, not fucked up on like that's his shutdown line against this now 6'6" fucking like power forward.
yeah. Who's making a living playing in the NHL?
Dude, I thought he was gonna take it. The thing is with Casey and Logan, it's like, dude,
Dude, I'm
can
pretty
one
sure
of you guys
Casey.
take off? Like, I'd love to see you guys put up like a point break and
Yeah,
just be like, I played
isn't
against that guy. I'm like,
isn't Casey
fuck.
Middlestad the guy who couldn't do a pull up by training camp?
No, that was Sam Bennett.
Really? No,
Yeah,
not the
for Florida.
mustache guy.
Yeah,
Really?
yep. That
I
is
thought
now
that was
on
Casey
Florida.
Middlestad
No,
for
he's
sure.
now on Florida.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
He was in Calgary, but now
that's Sam
yeah.
Bennett.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Hmm.
that's
I wouldn't have
and
expected that.
all of a sudden he's a fucking grinder in the playoffs. Like, keep your fucking head up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he
But
couldn't do a
but I
pull up.
can't pull my own weight.
When I'm
Sorry.
17, 18, I can't do a pull up.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Best shape of my life.
But I'll run you over.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me.
Yep. Exactly. But honestly, I think Buffalo is gonna make the playoffs.
I hope they do.
What's
I
your
hope
hot?
they did last year.
Let's end it on this. What's your you would not put money on it, but your hot take of the season? Mine is
Are you saying team or
I'm
player?
anything in the world. Anything in the world. If I'm saying team, I'm not putting money on it, but I'll say Arizona makes the playoffs. But if I want to actually put some money on it, I'm gonna say the line right now, like actual live. I know you're not a betting guy, but like
I don't know much
I,
about
I'm
that.
gonna say
But
I'm gonna say Connor Bedard over 30.5 goals. I'm gonna put that on there. But like,
okay, I'm not like a.
what's your
I'm
hot
not.
take? You
I'm
don't have
not.
to be a betting guy, but
I
just
have
what's
two
your
of
hot
them.
take?
I have two of them. I'm not a Bedard homer, but I agree with you that whether you say gold or
He's gonna
whatever,
score 30
Bedard's gonna have a really good rookie season. And for Chicago, it could be 60 points. That's a really good fucking season for playing with the guys he's playing with.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably playing with guys that, I mean, not, I mean, Taylor Hall, obviously, he's better than the guys he's playing with the Regina Pats, but I mean, Taylor Hall's old.
But is he?
He's slower.
But is he?
How much better is he? And, like, you gotta think about it. Taylor Hall, or not Taylor Hall, Bedard's not playing against the OHL or the WHL's top line. He's playing against the NHL's top line. So, I mean, I'm saying if Bedard gets 60 plus points with what he's got to play with, to deal with, that's he's going to be a star in the league. I think Bedard's going to have a great rookie season. And here's my other hot take. I think the Devils will make
That's not a hot take though. What you just said isn't a hot take. What's like your
But I think
What's
people,
like
I think
my
people are
mine
gonna
is
expect
Eric?
Bedard's gonna be a blowout,
Well,
like he's gonna suck or he's gonna crush it. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna be about a 60-point guy. And I also think that at the same time, I think the Devils will make the conference finals at minimum. Conference finals in the playoff for the
did
Devils.
you just say minimum?
Minimum. Conference finals.
You
I think this year they'll make the push to get through the quarters.
minimum?
Yeah, dude, for the Devils, they're a good fucking team, dude.
Minimum Final Four is kind
Dude,
of
okay, I know you're a Leafs homer, but Leafs are making it past the second round. Who else is?
Carolina
Carolina.
for
So,
sure.
okay, Carolina. Who else? Who else besides the Devils? Exactly. Been thinking about it for a few seconds.
Right.
They're ranked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conference finals, I'd be pretty confident
but
putting the Devils on it.
but being your take, that's about me saying Arizona's making the play. Like
You think that?
you're con
No, I think it's hotter. I think there's
I'm
better
trying to
chances of the
do it.
Devils making the conference finals,
Okay,
Arizona making the playoffs.
but
Your take's hotter than mine.
here my yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But here my argument. Here my devil's advocate. I'm asking why? I'm asking Arizona to be a top 16 team in the league.
No.
You're asking New Jersey to be a top 4
No.
or top 4 team
They
in
got to be a
the
top
conference.
16 team to make conference finals. You have to make the playoffs to
No,
make.
dude. Not a
Yeah.
conference finals.
I think they'll make.
You said conference finals, which is final 2 in each conference, which is 4 in the league.
No, conference finals. When I say conference finals, I'm meaning they're going to be the last two teams from the East to figure out who's going to make the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You said top four. No, I'm saying
Yeah, top
regular
4 in the
season.
league. Top 4 in the well, yeah, I got.
Are you
in
saying
playoffs.
regular season or playoffs?
I
Because
I meant
they could rank
playoffs.
last guy in the playoffs, but
Yeah, I meant top 4. Last 4 in the playoffs is the conferences. There's 2 in
okay,
each.
okay. So we're on the same
That's what I
page
meant.
now.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's what I'm.
I didn't. Okay, but
What
we
a
got.
pod!
Yeah, what a pot. Yeah. But no, dude.
We almost understand.
I think the Devils make conference finals, not cup finals. I think they're gonna be up to
Would
the
you bet
last
$100 on that?
No,
So you're telling me, come on, you
No.
could possibly win 200.
no, because of injuries and whatever, you can't bet on that.
Dude,
And
I
goaltending.
I bet on the Yotes.
No, dude,
It's
I already
200
made a
or
bet,
nothing.
dude.
It's 200 or nothing.
What was your other bet? I know it was a good
And
bet.
I don't want to bet against that.
I
I'm glad you didn't
like
shake my hand because I think that they very well could against the Hurricanes or against the Leafs. And well, I guess that's all that matters. But I'm just saying, like,
the hardest part about making $100 bet, like for us, like I
we're gonna
watched the
cheer for
Nelk.
the same shit.
Well, no, like I watched Nelk Boys and Sean Strickland podcast the other day,
Yeah,
and
I watched that too.
dude, the amount of money that those guys make and get from a podcast, and like even watching it, like nothing against the Nelk Boys, but I was not impressed. I just it seemed like to me it was a couple of regular guys talking to a fucking famous person, and I get they do like
That
pranks
was their
and they
worst
got
one. That was that.
like that was
I
the
watched
only Nelk Boys full send podcast,
Bryce.
whatever I've watched, and I was
Bryce.
like, this is how
No,
are these guys huge? Because
no,
there was nothing
hold on.
huge about that podcast besides Sean.
Hold on. I'm
But that's the
I'm
only one I've
I'm
seen. So I mean, I'm talking on my ass.
I know I'm stopping. When I watch or when I play NHL, I have no audio on at all. I don't wear a headset, nothing. I either watch the hockey guy. Shout out to you on YouTube. Yeah, we're uploading this to YouTube. Or
Yep.
I watch Nelk podcasts. Because
Okay.
like you can play like 3, 4, 5 games
To a podcast.
yeah. And if you watch just look search their channel
Mm-hmm.
and see who's on there, and
They've had Trump,
you'll
Candace Owens, like they've had some cool people.
so listen to those ones, not the fucking one that you just. It was the worst.
I love the
I
Sean Strickland podcast, but I thought the
see.
Nelk Boys
I
looked
listen.
bad
I
in
I
it.
didn't see it until after
Because Sean, if it
we
wasn't for
watched them
Sean,
fight.
I
Izzy,
wouldn't have watched it.
I didn't. I seen it this week. I think I seen it maybe even this morning
It was
or
before. It was
yesterday.
before he fought Izzy.
I know, but I seen it after.
Me too.
After,
I seen it after he fought
it's
Izzy,
like, dude,
but he did the
I
podcast
don't
before he
this
fought
is
Izzy.
not like you're trying to run this shit where it's like the Nelk boys are better when they're trying to run this shit. Like they just are.
But
Especially when
one
they
thing
feel
I have
confident.
respect for Sean is like he ran the podcast. Like he literally walked up in there and he's like, "You right there." He's like, "I look at you," and he's like, "I think your wife could get fucked in front of you, and you wouldn't do a thing about it." He's like, and
Yeah.
like it just goes awkward from there, obviously. But like he just kind of made them all.
But
Like,
did you watch it or listen to it?
I watched it and listened to it, and he.
But how did you start it?
So like I watched it and listened to
But
it in
then
the
it had to
shower.
get so
So like I was
do
I
you see what I'm
half-assed
saying about this
watched it.
though? Do you see what I'm saying about this though? Like if anyone want if Ivan wants to watch this on his other monitor when he's at work,
Yeah,
this is what he's saying. We have not moved this screen in so fucking long.
yeah. I'm gonna send you
And
some
all of a sudden,
back pizza. I got a pee
I
though.
I know.
I have
Well,
to-
we should just end it.
Yeah, let's just quick end it quick.
Let's just
All right.
fucking Jake Paul's a pussy or Logan
Yeah.
Paul.
Go Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate Diaz, but fuck y'all.
Like Bedsy's going
Yeah.
first.
Go
overall.
Dylan Dennis. No. Betsy already went
Oh
first
my
overall.
God. You should have brought that up before Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, we're all rooting for Dylan Dennis over here. Fuck the Paul brothers.
Toronto's winning the cup.
Yeah, go Avs.
Yeah.
And yep, hallelujah.
Makar sucks, and that's all we got for you.
Yep, sorry.
How are you? Yeah, and see ya.